Hello, very good morning to you and welcome to Jewellery Maker. My name is Fee. We've got an exciting, fun-packed show for you. Not only have we got fantastic new kits this Thursday morning, we have got the fabulous, the queen herself of Jewellery Maker, the fabulous Deborah.
Good morning,
Hello,
queen.
darling.
Hello.
She is. She's the queen bee. She can do everything. She's got some fantastic new designs with the 3 new kits. I see I've already adorned myself in several of them. She just put that down your plunging neckline. I was like, Deborah, just in the morning. We're going to be talking about polymer clay. We're going to take you through all the resin. Lots of different techniques.
Oh yes, lots of different techniques today, yes.
Hope you got your
you're
moulds.
ready. I hope you're ready with your moulds.
Exactly.
And bits and pieces.
You said everyone's been buying flower moulds.
Absolutely, yes.
Good, good, good. So we can make those. She even said she's going to get me making something. Could be disastrous, quite frankly, but on a live show as well. I'll try my best. So we've got lots of different techniques to take you through step by step, and then tomorrow she'll be doing part 2 of the show as well. But lots to keep our regular jewellery makers who are interested in just making the gemstone pieces as well, because let's face it, it's using all these wonderful talents to make the fabulous, fabulous pieces of jewellery. Alrighty, we've got loads of bargains as well, and we've got the Rose Garden jewellery kit, and from it, I think that we're just uploading it onto the Facebook page right now. Debbie's made the most amazing polymer clay flowers. It's just gorgeous, and actually we're going to show you how to do one of those as well. So that's the Rose Garden jewellery kit. It's a lovely high-end kit, and it works perfectly with all the polymer clay that you can see here next to me. But we like to start the show with the early bird, the gorgeous little cherry on the cake that gets us up and ordering, that gets the order open, whether we're buying on the web or by phoning the free phone number at the bottom of the screen. So what do we got for you here? Let's have a little look at this wonderful delight. We have got magnesite, we have got the wood, and we have got, what was the last one, darling? The jasper, sorry, forgive me, I wanted to check it. The agate, yeah, it's the black agate, but it's a satin matte finish on the black agate there. So 3 gorgeous strands. Now you've got your magnesite, which is your magnesium, and your carbon, and your oxygen. That's what this is a beautiful component of. So let's just have a closer look at that. This gorgeous yellow gemstone. We can dye it loads of different colours. I think we've got some more strands coming up later on. They're really fun. As my producer said, she said it's very sort of beachy, this look. And it's a gem of visualisation and imagery, and it's supposed to promote dynamic, revolutionary ideas. And we recently unearthed some in the Bahia region of Brazil. And the thing about magnesite is, you know, it's extremely rare because basically it doesn't often form very good crystals, so you don't tend to see it a lot in jewellery. And this is why the dyeing on it works so well, because then you get these lovely speckled patterns, but you get these beautiful, beautiful, rich colours and a variation. It's like the banana wood, isn't it? It's just such a fabulous, because it can be a white, greyish white, translucent gemstone, but it's a magnesium-rich gemstone, and a beautiful, beautiful gem when you can put all these wonderful colours to it. And yep, we've got that there, and that's the one strand. Now we've also got the wood as well, and this I think is what makes it so boho, so beachy. I mean, this would be great for the guys' jewellery as well as the girls. And I say that because of this next piece. I love these little wood rondelles, these little barrels, as it were. They're just fabulous, aren't they? They're very cool, aren't they, Tom? And they're as light as. Gorgeous, really, and that brown, it's really soft, muted sort of wood brown, isn't it? If that makes sense. There's a lovely sort of freshness to it with that banana yellow there as well, and it's picking out the brown patternings in the magnesite. I love the cubic sort of shape as well, and then the rondelle barrel. So that's your second strand. And this is why I think it would suit our lovely Jack, actually, our lovely Tom, the men's jewellery. I mean, it's just the style of the beads, isn't it? Would you say that's what it is, or what would you say, Tom? I don't know why I'm sort of leaning towards the guys' jewellery. It's the colours as well. They're a little bit more muted for the fellas. You know, they're not bright pinks, bright reds. So I know a lot of the guys don't care about that anyway. They wear the bright colours, but
they do. It looks more surf beady.
Surf beady,
do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
definitely.
That sort of look.
Beachy, surf beady, definitely. It's kind of got that feel to it, because you see these sort of shapes in that kind of jewellery, whether it's just like a bracelet type strand or the necklace, and you're going to get all 3 of these. Now, there's no reason why obviously we can't use this, girls, in our own jewellery. It's just me just leaning towards that, because just looking at the 3 strands together. But of course, when you've got these in your store and you mix them up, because these yellows are great fun, especially for your fun summer jewellery, especially for the younger members of the family, those beautiful black agate are just a fantastic staple in any jewellery making. You know, mix those up with any of the kits that we've got today, it's going to work perfectly. That's 40 carats of those 4mm rounds. The magnesite cubes are 7 by 9mm, and then the deep grey, well, they're calling it grey, but I think it's more of a browny colour, wouldn't you? It's not really grey in my eyes, is it? Sort of, it's hard to see from over there, but
No, yeah,
it's
brown. Yes.
Brown, it's woody, yes, woody brown, that one. Oaky kind of, darky oaky colour. And that's your 4x4mm there as well. So 3 fabulous strands. It's an early bird special. So seriously, this is a great one. Whether you want to get the kids involved making the jewellery now that they've broken up for the summer holidays, or whether you're thinking, actually, I could just make something for my lovely... Do you remember when Tina was with us and she was doing the guys' jewellery kit that she made up? Flew out, she made it for her son and her husband. Whether you're making it for yourself, like Jack, you know, making your own jewellery, you know, our lovely guys here make their own jewellery, wear their own jewellery, or whether you're just thinking, actually, that would be just great to have in my store for my own jewellery. I love the brightness and the fun of the yellows. Well, we've got a 3-strand pack. Now, what do we normally do on a 3-strand pack? $12.95, $11.95, at a push, an absolute Billy bargain, $9.95. Well, I tell you what, today, this is a cracking start to your Friday Eve, your Thursday, $5.95 for all 3 of those fabulous strands. Isn't that a bargain? £2 a strand, and you know I'm a big advocate of the wood anyway. I want wood in everything. I think that's just lovely. And those black agates, those frosted black agates, just fantastic. What do you reckon, Debbie? $5.95, darling. She looks stunned.
I can't quite believe that, because if you go into a bead shop, even acrylic beads are £3-4 a strand now. I mean, that is unbelievable.
It is, isn't it?
It's amazing.
You pay more for plastic, definitely. Well, we're always saying that, but here at Jewellery Maker, we're dealing real. She's actually physically stunned over there.
I am.
That actually stopped Deborah in her tracks, and very little stops Deborah, because she's like a machine. She's endlessly, tirelessly working over there. Look at her doing the polymer clay over there. She actually stopped and jaw dropped. Like that. For a moment, she looked over to me. Yeah, $5.95. This is stunning, but we need to be dialing on that free phone number. And of course, by opening our order right now, we're ready to pounce panther-like on the fantastic offers with the polymer clay and the resin, and to get involved in a new area of jewellery making. If we haven't already tried it, we're able to take advantage of the new kits. If we're new to jewellery making, you know, the best way to start, as we always say, is to start with a kit, but there's nothing to stop you adding to that order. I had a lady yesterday, she was on the beady beading course with Cherry, and she brought in a sister, bless her. Well, this is brilliant, an ambassador for the channel, because her sister had never done it before, and so she was introducing somebody new, and I was thinking, well, that's great. Get them some strands, they can use the tools, sit down with you, work and make the jewellery, have some fun this summer as well, doing it with your children, your nephews. Is the granddaughter coming to stay with you for a week? And, you know, it's fine while the weather's good, but, you know, after the weekend, I mean, I don't mean to be the portent of doom, but they do keep saying the weather's going to change. And if it does, what do we do on that rainy morning? I mean, let's face it, we don't always be forking out off to the cinema and the bowling alley, and costs a fortune, doesn't it? Let's just make some jewellery instead, far more economical, and quite frankly, keeps them quiet for hours. $5.95. Let's just, and we've got some lovely fun strands later, haven't we? Some more magnesite. I can see it out of the corner of my eye over there, a bundle. So some pinks and some purples that we can mix in with this as well. So, and what's so great about this, we've got 3 perfect strands here if if it's the boys or the girls we're working with, or, you know, for our own. $5.95 for all 3, and as Debbie said, you know, quite frankly, just your plastic or your craft beads, you know, you pay far more for that. And normally that's the price we would, you know, attribute to 1 strand, even at Jewellery Maker standards, where possible we go direct to the mines, where we can possible we directly buy, so that we're not involving, you know, that's why we travel to China, that's why we're over in Hong Kong, so that we're not buying from importers and gem traders in this country, which hikes those prices up. We've already made the journey ourselves, we've already put in the legwork so that we can bring you the savings here. We're a one-stop shop. Everything you need is under the one umbrella. $5.95 for all 3, LSGC 35. We'll leave that one with you, because we have got our polymer clay showcase, indeed. Indeed. Now, I'm going to ask for the lovely Debbie to come join me, because, yes, I know about these attributes, but I think it's better when the expert explains it, because she can also point out handy tips and if there's any pitfalls. And so come over here, my beautiful lady.
I will do.
It's all very bijou. So this is the polymer clay. This is the fundamentals of your polymer clay, isn't it?
It is indeed, yes. Once you've got your starter kit with your blades and you've got black and white clay in there and acrylic sheets, this is really the step up. Once you've got that, this is the step up. Now, this is the clay roller, which is essential. You'll see me using it later. Once you've used it, you'll wonder how you coped without it, to be quite frankly. It just is absolutely fantastic. You can make uniform sheets of clay to make cuffs, to wrap around other beads, to make bangles. It really is very useful. The next thing I would definitely invest in is something called a beading baking.
These are all on the website as well. Are we getting any codes up, beautiful, or is it just... Okay, we're getting the codes up, honey.
Brilliant, brilliant. This is a rack which you can pop in your oven. That's it, that's what I'm looking for. Pop in your oven and you have pins inside here to push through your clay beads, and then you rest them on all of the slots. You also have a cutting guide here, so you can cut your angles perfectly. And then you have a piece of acrylic, which is useful for rolling bangles or long pieces of clay. Essential. So that's really, really good. And I'd put that probably into your oven in an old baking tin if you're using an oven that you use for cooking normally. And just cover the top with some foil just so you don't get a smell. There's a slight smell with clay and you don't want that to stay in your oven. So that is really, really useful.
We're just getting the graphics up for the clay roller. The other thing I remember to ask you about that was, do you remember that we had that lovely question where it was to try and get the colours to merge, but not... And it was the way it went in and when you rolled it.
And the lady actually sent me another contact on Facebook to say it worked, so thank you. Good.
And that was, what was the point of that?
Skinner blend.
Skinner blend,
it was the way you put the clay into the machine. You either merge all the colours together or you get the lovely stripes.
That's it. One way or the other. That's why the clay roller is so good.
Oh, fantastic.
So that's $4.95 for the clay rolling machine. I mean, you always say it's not, you don't have to have it, but once you used it, you'll think, how did I ever survive without it?
Absolutely, and I say this every time, that this is exactly the same as a machine that's sort of 30 plus pounds.
Exactly.
Exactly the same, exactly the same.
Don't try making your pasta out of it though.
No, once you've used it for clay, you can't clean it completely, so please don't use it for food. It's purely for craft.
Now, the baking tray as well, we're going to get the graphics up for that as well. But so you carry on, my darling.
Okay.
Carry on talking.
We have some little cutters here, which are ideal for charms. If you're making little charm bracelets or earrings or bits and pieces, they're perfect. Absolutely perfect.
We used those with the resin last week, didn't we?
We did, actually, yeah. They're fantastic. And they're good actually for making holes. If you do a big pendant, to make holes to put the cords through. Sometimes you just don't want a hole. No. You actually want a different shape, a teardrop or a triangle or something. They're very, very good. Very good value as well. 12 is the 12 of those in there, darling. Yes.
12 of those.
Yes.
We do lots of different, the bigger ones as well. They're on the website. $7.95 for the baking tray. Like I said, you know, a lot of this you can access on our website, www.jewellerymaker.com. Just taking basic fundamentals of the polymer clay, and they do workshops with you as well, can't they, Debbie?
Yes, workshops every month, basic workshops every month, and then every so often we do specialised ones. We just done one for Millefiori, which is the flowers and leaves and what have you, and we're doing a Celtic workshop on Monday, which is all the woven and
I like the sound of that, Celtic. The Irish
all the woven, all the woven canes and things like checks and dogtooth checks, that sort of look.
So you can sign up for those and come and do that with us here at Gems TV Towers. So $4.95 for those, for 12 of those great cutters. What else do we need, Debbie, if we're going to get involved in the Sculpey clay?
Okay, we have a DVD here. This is the basics. And we do have a projects one as well. Yeah,
part 1 and part 2. So if you can't come and visit us here and have that one-on-one tuition, just have the DVD in your own home, which you've done. You've done this DVD, haven't you, Debbie?
I have, yes, and I've gone through the basic canes. This is the real basics, starting from scratch, explaining the 3 basic canes which are in every single cane you ever look at. And then the projects take you on a little bit further, and then we have just filmed another one, including wire and what have you, with Rachel Norris. So hopefully that will be out in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, we're always trying to update them, and both those DVDs for all levels 1 and 2 are $4.95. And there's a little excerpt of the lovely Deborah herself. Oh, she's making the licorice there, the canes. Gorgeous. We've got the little eyelets actually to show you, and there's your flowers. So we've got part 1 and edition 2, and they've just literally filmed edition number 3. Now we saw the black and white sculpey clay there, and you've got 2 big blocks.
Yes, well I know when people start they think, oh, I'm not going to buy that. Now once they've been on a course, they know, all the ladies know that the colours that you have in the packs that are on the website, it's very rare I use a colour straight from the pack. I use black, white, ecru, translucent, pearl, and I mix them all together to make different tones and hues, because you can get an outfit and not have anything to wear with it, and you can make a bead exactly the right colour.
Well, you've done today. All of those kits, you've made beads exactly the right colours to fit in with all of those kits.
That's right. So you can mix and match. So black and white isn't just to be used as black and white. This is to be used as your mixers, really, as well. And anyone who's been on the course, as I say, will know you do use quite a bit of this.
Lasts a long time.
Oh, it does.
How do we store it?
A long time. Clay has a shelf life of 10 years if it's in the wrapping. As long as you keep this out of dust, because it's the dust that dries the clay up. Right. You can have a cane for 5 years, 5, 6 years, as long as it's wrapped and it's kept out of the dust, that's fine. The dust sort of soaks the plasticizer and makes it very brittle. So as long as you keep it out of the dust, it's fine. Wrap this in greaseproof paper, not in cling film, because it will go sticky and tacky.
Taking the plastic
It will. Yeah. So wrap it in something like greaseproof paper, or in the boxes that have the number 5 on the bottom. Have a look for that.
VD boxes are perfect for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the box that you get your starter kit in, that's perfect as well. So store it like that, and it should last 5 or 6 years, I suppose.
So greaseproof paper.
Yeah, I've got some canes going back 7, 8 years, and they're fine.
Heavens.
As long as you roll them between your fingers and you warm them, they're fine. Otherwise they'll crack.
Okay, keep it out of the dust. So 2 of those. We've got the colours over there, which no doubt we'll come to. But for those 2 big blocks, and that will last a long time. And when you think about the shelf life being as long as it is. $26.95. It seems like an initial outlay of a little bit more. Like you said, all the ladies that they've got it, and then
by the end of the day they were all squabbling. There were about 6 left, and they went, well, I want, because they suddenly realised what good value they are and how much you use.
Yeah,
and it's good
the
to
white
buy it
tones
like
down all the colours, and the black uses that wonderful edging. I always think you're making sushi when I watch you. It's fantastic, but you will. And the black and the white, you can make so much just from those 2 alone.
I should try making sushi. Never done it.
You'd be brilliant at it. You'd be brilliant at sushi making. You'd be fantastic.
And here we have the varnishes. We have a satin and we have a gloss, and they are fantastic for just putting that edge onto your clay. It seals the beads, so if you're anything like me and forget to take your bracelets off when you're washing up or serving dinner,
you will be having words about that.
Or serving dinner or something. Yeah, I know. And my son does particularly like curries, so if you get curry sauce on your bracelet, I know it's dreadful, isn't it? So do seal.
Anything's dreadful.
So do seal your clay beads after sanding, obviously. It does make a Makeup
Does it give it a nice, gloss, does it give it a nice kind of gloss finish as well?
It does. And I'll be doing the Makumigame course later in the year, and you can make beads that look like glass with the glass on it. They just look like glass beads, they're beautiful.
Oh, fantastic. So great investment as well, finishing. And we mentioned the eyelets, didn't we?
Yes.
So we can make those little well-known
These have just
charms.
come in, which I've been asking for these. Thank you, Paula and Hannah, thank you.
You have been asking for these.
I've got some scrap clay here just to show you how to use them. You just need a little ball of scrap clay and a knitting needle or a crochet hook or something, and I'm just going to push a hole through one way and a hole through the other. Take your eyelets.
Isn't this fantastic? It's so simple. So the finish is
and
just
there
fantastic.
You have a bead that, like a well-known,
exactly charm beads with a well-known expensive charm price.
Now usually I use eyelets that you have to take out the excess when you push these in. It sort of pushes a little bit of clay to the middle. Just push them out. Just push the excess out with the cocktail stick or something.
Yeah.
I've used eyelets which you can buy from hobby stores, and they're not quite the right size. They'll go onto cheap snake chain bracelets, but not the proper ones.
And we sell them as well, which will fit all of those well-known charms, and including
these are the right size.
That'll fit over a lot of the chain that we have in our kits as well,
yes, it will.
Sliding sort of beads.
These are the right size to beads.
And it's just such a fantastic touch,
simple as that.
isn't it?
Imagine children, you could have lots of balls of clay, lots of different colours. There are 100 in a pack, So that's 50 beads.
50 beads, yeah. It's such a lovely
Perfect.
finish as well.
You only need one on a piece of cord, really, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Just a few on those little macrame bracelets,
Yeah.
the cord, the suede.
Perfect.
Like you said, just 50 beads. They can all make their own personalised beads. How much fun is that going to be? And it's just from the scraps of the polymer clay. I mean, that's when they're the most interesting,
Absolutely,
actually.
yes.
You know, the little fun bits, because you never waste anything with the polymer clay. You know, Debbie is a testament to that. You never waste anything. So these are brand new in. I know Debbie's been asking them for a good few months. We finally got them. It's all about being able to source and locate.
Absolutely.
It's all very well getting them, but like you said, there's the cheap ones out there, or the ones that aren't the right size,
I
and this is what we were
know,
struggling
I know,
with.
yes.
Wanted to make sure we got that right size. So if you did have the well-known bracelets, if you had got the Gems TV bracelets with the Karma charms, isn't it? That are the sliding ones. These can be integrated beautifully with your polymer clay, because we do the bracelets there as well. It's on the website. It may be on the Jewellery Maker website as well, but I know we got them on the Gems TV website. So 100 of those, but 50 pairs, as Debbie quite rightly said, for front and back. Fantastic. We are getting the graphics in. Lovely finish as well, maybe if you're just, you know, making a long pendant and you just want a nice feature.
Absolutely,
you know,
yes. If you've got cord
and
you've got a pendant but want the cord to be pulled in as it goes up into the neck, these are perfect.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Exactly. We are getting the code up for that. So that is a necessity. Make sure you don't miss out. New, good heavens, £1.95. Good heavens, that's amazing.
I've just bought 10 of them. Hopefully
10.
upstairs. Hopefully
Well,
upstairs.
you know, £20.
I should be using them on workshops. I just think they're absolutely stunning.
Exactly.
Beautiful. I think they're fantastic.
You just use them over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, 100 into 195. There you go.
I mean, you look at the cost of one bead.
Nearly 2p.
You look at the cost of one proper bead.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
I know. Make our own.
You can do faux wood effects. You could do flowery ones.
2p each, basically.
Ridiculous, isn't
Yeah,
it? Really?
4p for the pair, if that.
And with
there's
the clay,
your bead. And then your clay, yeah, I mean,
about,
gosh.
I don't know,
Pence.
10 pence
yeah,
each.
maybe 10 pence per bead, yeah. I don't know.
Do them
maybe
for craft fairs, let people choose them and sell them, you know, 50p a bead.
That'd be lovely. Just have a
Still
loose
cheap.
set, and then they can stand there, you can make the bracelet there and then.
That's
they can
right.
just choose all the
Get the
colours that they
children to
want.
make them up, and it gets the mums to come
Exactly,
to the
you
store.
said that before. Get a little workshop going at the side. It attracts people. People come over and think, what's
right.
going on over here?
I don't think they're going to be on the website for long.
No, they won't. So make sure you've got that. We are getting a bit of a queue. Just taking away my code. What was the code again? That was like Flash Gordon over there. Focus. TAG P14. Tag P14. We need to get these. I want to make sure everybody doesn't miss them. Tag P14. She's frightened by the calls on the line. Don't forget on the website as well.
I thought there would be.
So we've gone through all the fundamentals there, beautiful, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Marvellous.
We have indeed, yes.
Okay, are we going for demonstrations, darling? Yes. Now we are going to use these today, aren't we? We are going to use the Lisa Pavelka water transfers. Now, actually,
yes.
have you got the little bead that you did last? What day was it we were together last week? Was it Friday?
Friday.
Yeah.
Go and get it. Excuse me.
Yes, thank you, Debbie. Debbie was using the Lisa Pavelka transfers that you get, and there were 4 sheets, and there are 4 different styles here at the bottom. You have the romantic, you have the abstract, the natural, and the borders. And I think it was the borders we were working with. And you just dampen them slightly in the water until they just slide off the sheet, as it were, and then place them onto your resin, which is what Debbie did, and then you just cooked that, I suppose.
I just cooked it and just popped a border around it, just some black clay around it, and I need to put some resin on top, which I should do tomorrow in tomorrow's show, just to finish it off. That was just on pearl clay. So there's 2 border stripes there in a centre.
And then the flowery.
And then these, which are the colourful ones.
Oh, yes.
And these are what I've filled with the bottle top.
And that's something you are going to show us for later.
Just to make fridge magnets or
brooches
or what have you.
So we are going to use the water slide transfers today. They're $5.95, but the coloured ones as well, beautiful. I mean, we've seen people use their own photos as well. Somebody sent in their wall of fame with their own grandchildren, and so these are fantastic, gorgeous. Art Deco. You've got the photos, you've got the romance, you've got the travel there. And for crafts as well, not just for your polymer clay and your resin.
No, not at all. No, use them on cards,
yeah,
scrapbooking or what have you.
We're just going to get the code up for this as well. A little bit of a queue on the phone line of about 2 minutes. Everyone's gone mad for those eyelets, and I don't blame you, because you'd be like Debbie, you'd be buying 5 or 6 sets, because, you know, it's £2. Yes. You know. Ed, get ordering some more, love, because I think we've sold, you know, we're selling all those eyelets.
These that I've been asking for ages are just gone.
They're going like hotcakes, lovey. They're going like hotcakes. So get Hannah on the phone. Go on, love, go on. There's bossing. Please just wait. I mean, I don't know where we're at on the stock levels on there, so just wait for that call to be answered. And I do wish you the best of luck, but we're just getting the graphics up here. So these are the vintage. This is the coloured ones, isn't it? Vintage.
Yes.
How much you get in there? Is that literally what you get, Sweet Pea?
There's quite a few sheets, actually. Here we go.
Yep.
There's one.
We've been using a few of them.
Oh,
there's
one
loads.
When I was last here.
Oh, let's have a look, because there's loads. There's more than...
1, 2, 3. I think there's 3 or 4, actually. No, there's 2 sheets.
2 sheets.
2 sheets there.
That's fantastic, because we've cut a few out, obviously.
Oh, I didn't realise I'd done that, yes.
Yeah. Look at that, there's loads. There's loads. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Fantastic. There we go. So loads in there, 2 gorgeous seats of the water slide transfers. So we're just going to get the so if you are waiting on the phone line and you want to get the black and white Lisa Pavel, the little black and white monochromatic water slide transfers, or indeed the vintage coloured ones, they're £5.95 as well, because this is what Debbie's... The reason we're introducing all of this at the start, because this is what you can see Debbie working with throughout the show, so once we've addressed it. But don't forget, everything that you're seeing is on the website as well, and as my producer quite rightly said, the call centre know as well, so if you're able to give a brief description, they're able to talk you through that order. Now, the one more thing, you've got it ready for me there, beautiful lady, is the pack of 16 colours. Yeah, that's one more thing. We're going to do a very special offer on these just for today, because normally our packs are 8, aren't they?
They are.
But we've bundled together 2 lots, so obviously hence the 16. And these are all the colours that Debbie's just setting up right now. You get a saving on the 8 anyway, but we're going to give you an even greater saving by bundling 2 lots of 8 together, so you get 16. So is it the Jubilee pack?
The Jubilee and the vintage
and
pack.
the vintage. Now the vintage we've just seen. That's there's that lovely, that semi-translucent one.
Yes, this
yeah,
one, translucent.
Yeah. I'm fascinated by that one.
Are you?
Yeah. Is that what you used in the kit to put the water slide transfers on to make that beautiful bead?
Yes.
I'm going to grab that. Bear with me, Debbie. Hold the fort. Chat to everybody.
I can't believe that there's so many in a pack, and I love, my favourite is the old gold. I love that old gold.
This is what Debbie's done. You see, with the water slide transfers, and then you've used the translucent
clay underneath and on top.
And then you said you aged it.
Yes, just with some alcohol inks.
Oh, how do you get that sprinkle?
That one. Oh, that's the Lisa Pavelka foils.
There you go. Isn't that
Those
fantastic?
were the scraps left over from something else that I did that had crazed, because I'd had them for so long, and I just put some slithers of it.
Isn't that fantastic? We just put that into the wonderful one of our second new kit today. Just made, you know, I said we've literally used beads, made beads to integrate with the kits perfectly, and that was just a homemade bead using what you can see here that we've shown you already, so that it tied in beautifully. So 16, sorry darling, you were taking me through. So the two, what's the difference between the Jubilee and the vintage, sweetheart?
Okay, the vintage, shall I put them all together actually? The vintage are your essentials, sorry, you're going along it, sorry Jane. The vintage really are your essentials. Those are your background colours that you will use probably in most of the designs.
And you've got your silver and your gold in there.
Yeah, you've got silver gold, black, brown, translucent, ecru, old gold, which I love. And you've got this, which is called Rhino Grey, which is great for mixing with colours to bring the tone down. Excuse me, there's a frog in my throat. Then you've got your Jubilee pack, which is like the name suggests. Exactly, red, white and blue, but you've got your 3 glitters. You've got your red, white and blue glitters, and you've got your white pack. You've got a blue granite, which is gorgeous. It's just got a slight fleck in that's quite sort of vintagey look when it's cooked. And your red and your standard blue. Yeah, the reds are slightly different variations of shade, aren't they? You've got your glitter red, pillar box red, and the other one is more orangey red, isn't it? It is actually, but you've got a true navy blue there, which is lovely. Ooh, really nice set of colours. Delicious. So 16,
We normally do them in packs of 8, and that 8 bundling obviously is where the saving is, but we've bundled 2 great sets together so you can really make your polymer clay store go so much further. And again, this is what Debbie will be working with today. This is what we've already seen, and we're going to have integrated into the new kits, as well as the new garden kits that you're working with later to show us how to do those lovely flowers.
Yep.
We've just put that up on the website, up on the Facebook. So $27.95. Big set. I can't even remember how much the bundles of 8 are normally.
I can't remember.
I'm trying to work out the saving. Anyway, it's around, 15, so £30. So we've got a good few pounds saving there. We can put that towards those eyelets. We can put those towards the Lisa Pavelka transfers, the water slide ones, the vintage coloured ones there. We can put it towards all the other goodies that we've still got to come on the show, towards the early bird. So we have bundled them all together because every pound, every penny counts, because you can just see how much more you can get with that extra £2-3. That's your postage and packaging. It's £2.95 for the day. So once you paid it once, you don't pay it again. That means you can enjoy the rest of the show, add to your order, enjoy the evening show as well, and get ready to be making some Sculpey Clay and some resin pieces with the lovely Debbie in a moment. So £27.95. Now, is that for 24 hours only, darling, that offer? So come 9:30 tomorrow. This is specially created for the show for Debbie today. £27.95 for the 16 Primo Sculpey Clay colours. And that Primo Sculpey Clay is a personal favourite of yours, isn't it, the Primo?
Well, funnily enough, until I started to use it with Jewellery Maker, I'd never used it before.
Right.
I've always used a different make.
Yeah.
And then,
which we're not going to advertise.
No. A different make of clay. And it wasn't until Paula talked to me and said, what sort of clay should we look at? And I looked at them all. I was amazed at this because I was forever using a colour, using a baby white wipe on my hands, using a colour.
That's right.
This colour does not come off on your hands, other than the red, which is a really dark pigment.
Yeah.
Or if you've been using it all day, obviously it will come off in your hands. But usually you can go from white to black without any problem, and I don't know any other clay that you can do that with.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So the Primo is a preferred clay now by Debbie.
Absolutely.
So fantastic quality, fantastic value, and a bargain only for 24 hours off, the 16 bundle there. So £27.95, IFG C37. Hope you were successful with the eyelets. Really do hope you were successful with the eyelets. All right, Dee Dee, what's the next, my darling girl? Thank you, darling.
Okay.
We're going to see some of this in action, beautiful, because I can see you've got your Sculpey Clay pasta machine.
I have got it all ready.
Let's do it. Let's go and see Debbie. Let's go this way. Do you need anything from me, darling?
I don't think so.
No? Okay,
No.
Good stuff. So how do we get started? You're making some canes, I can see.
Well, later on I'm going to be showing you how to pop some canes into some moulds ready for the resin.
Have you got your moulds ready?
Yeah. Yes. But what I'd like to do is to show you what we're going to get ready. Today, what I want to take you through is the start of this, and I'll do that now. The start of this pendant, which looks a little bit like dichroic glass. You see that? Okay, using the Lisa Pavelka foils. So we're going to do that any second now, and there's an alternative. You can wrap it in wire if you want to. That sort of look, which is a Rachel Norris inspired one. There you go. So I'm going to do that any second. But what you can do with the resin and the clay is set your scrap clay into blocks of resin so they can be used as a pendant. There you go. All right. Or you can set things for children. Those are little slices of
I love those.
lemons, and I've been doing these for ages for key rings for craft fairs and things, and they really go very, very well.
Where did you find the little fruit? Did you make them?
I made those.
You never did.
Yeah, they're canes. I did that on a course last year, actually.
You never did.
I've done them over and over again since then.
That's fantastic.
So that's that, and then later we'll be doing obviously the resin flowers.
So you've got your moulds ready.
Got your moulds ready for your flower rings.
You say they're bestsellers, aren't they? They are.
They are.
They
well,
just
people
fly
just
out.
love them.
They're
just
fun.
love them. And then the Lisa Pavelka texture sheets, I'll also be popping some resin into those. This is taken from a texture sheet that I filled with one of the resins and just cracked the design out. And the same with these little blocks, which again can be used as key rings. I've actually just drilled these to put together as a bracelet, but these are from the Splat stamp, which I'll show you how to do.
They're very funky.
We'll
be doing the texture sheets later, and we'll get the graphics up for that as well. Yeah.
Right, so shall we get going in making?
Yes, let's get stage one ready. Hopefully you've got all your tools ready to make alongside with us. Remember as well, as we're going along, this is the time to ask Debbie any questions. If you're new to the polymer clay, if you're new to the resin, if you just want to talk about, ask anything, tell us what you're doing, are you enjoying this show, are you working with us, text us into 60777. Debbie's here to help, she's there to answer the questions. We know our Facebook family, they're always to help as well, but it's a really good way to keep in touch with us live through the show. We'll read out those texts and help you with that question. Now, one question we've already had in, and can we put the eyelets in the oven? So once we've popped it into our polymer clay...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
There'd be no point in getting them, actually, to be honest.
No,
if we,
no. Push them into the clay and just thread them onto the baking pins or cocktail sticks and pop them in the oven. They're just fantastic. That's
Stacey, was it, in Bedford? Stacey, thank you for that text. Good question there. You see, these are the questions you need to ask us, obviously, when we're going along and talking about it, doing it. You know, sometimes the obvious things don't come to our mind because we just think you already know that. There are lots of people out there that don't or haven't done this yet.
I mean, clay can be put either side of chain or cord or ribbon, or it's not going to burn. You bake it at such a low level, it's not going to burn. Right, I've taken some black clay to start off with this design. I've taken some black clay and I've popped it through my clay roller on number 1. Number 1 is the thickest setting.
Right.
There's quite a few layers here, so I might need to get some more in a second. But when you bend this over to make a second layer, it's very easy to get bubbles. So the way not to get bubbles is to use something like greaseproof paper and just push the clay down. It's almost like, you know, when you have a pie top and you use your rolling pin with the clay.
Because would the bubbles occur when it's baked?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, the bubbles will occur when it's baked. You can actually see them beforehand. I'm just going to do one more layer. So when you take your clay out your packet, condition it. Condition it means to soften it. And you know if it's right when you bend it in half and it doesn't crack here. Okay?
Warm enough and malleable.
It is. It's quite warm in here, so it's okay. I'm just going to pop that through the clay roller again, just to do one more level. Good muscles to do this. Put that through. Just want to try and get a sort of rectangular shape, square shape. That's it. Right. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to take my clay and I'm going to cut a square. Now, within the kits, there are various cutters. This is a cookie cutter, actually. I just wanted something quite large, so I've used a square cutter. Just about fit onto there, I think. There you go. Don't worry if there's creases in it, because there's going to be layers on top of it, so don't panic about that.
I think we've got some larger cutters coming up in our fruity cocktail kit later on, and also some more findings. So if you love the eyelets, we've got some more findings for you later that we can use with the sculpted clays.
Brilliant. No, it's fine. And then I want to cut a second one of those, so I'm just going to put that to one side. And that's double thickness, don't forget. This is a single thickness, and I want to cut a second square. I'm just about to do it. I'm going to take the edging off, like that, the scrap off. But I want this to be like a picture frame. So I want to cut a second square. Now you can do this with different size hearts, you can do it with different size ovals, you name it, you can do whatever you want really. And I'm just going to lift out the centre and then place my frame on top of my original square. Okay, so now you've got almost like a bezel. Normally I would smooth the edges down. I don't want to smooth the edges down because when I put the resin on, the resin will coat off the edge. So tomorrow, when we put the resin on top, I'm actually pushing the edges, almost pushing the edges up. I want them to be standing up slightly, which is completely alien for people that do polymer clay. They want them nice and smooth. I actually want them to stand up slightly to stop the resin going off.
Right, I see.
So that's I'm going to put to one side. Now we get to the fun bit. I'm going to take some more clay and pop through my clay roller very quickly.
See, this is why the clay roller is so essential. This is why you'll just be using it.
Absolutely, you could do it with a
rolling pin.
Rolling pin, absolutely.
Just gives a nice even, and look how quick it is. It's just much quicker.
Yes, it does. Just an even sheet of clay. Now I'm using here scraps that I've got left over from various projects, and I just want different colours of clay. It just shows that you can use tiny bits, you know, tiny little bits. So I'm going to put this onto my clay, and these are the Velcro foils. You don't need pressure, you need heat, but don't use a heat gun because it will start to cook the clay. You need heat, so you need friction, and the friction builds up by rubbing the clay. Okay. You should do it for 2 minutes, but it's so warm in here, I think that'll be fine. Rip it off really quickly, and you'll see there, if I lift it up, if you can see the shine on that. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Right. Now I want to cut the slithers of clay that are going to go inside
your frame.
The frame.
We had the foils on Friday, but like I said, they are on the website. We featured them heavily on the show on Friday, so hopefully you've got your foils, but they are on the website, and the call centre can help you with that if you want to swap those in your order.
Now I'm going to cut various triangles here.
Are you freehanding? Or?
Yep, just freehand.
Yeah.
You can use cutters if you want to, but I'm just picking the colours that I like.
Ah, yeah, the slices.
That's right. So I'm going to put them together just to build it. You can put little slithers of black in between if you want. It's up to you. It's nice to do pendants like this as well, actually, almost like a patchwork pendant. It looks really nice. So, one more, I think.
Now at the moment we've just got the Primo Sculpey Clay 16-pack of colours on the screen. I've had a request to read out the codes, Debbie, so I'm just going to do that. Apologies that I've not done that already. But the code for the 16 Primo Clay Sculpey Clay colours, the bundle, that is for 24 hours only, is £27.95, and the code is IFGC37. And apologies, I'll make a note of reading out those codes when we have those products on screen. So you're just picking out your favourite colours there, and then they're like kite-shaped.
They are really, yeah, they are. So there you go. And I know that's going to be big enough now to choose.
Can I just shift you over there?
Of course you can. I'm sorry.
That's all right, darling. You're working hard. I just watch it. I just want everybody to see that beyond the graphics.
Now I want to just not push them together, really. I just want to make sure that they are stick together.
And what's it on the foil doesn't come off, does it?
No. And some of the foils, when you bake them, they lose that lovely shine, but these don't. They're beautiful. Now I want to place my cutter over the top somewhere, and I think, well, do I like those colours? Do I like those colours? I quite like something with the gold. Haven't quite got enough blue there. Doesn't really matter. Actually, I'm just going to put a little bit more blue. You see, you can do this with the foils. If you've missed a bit,
add a bit more.
That's better. Filled in the gap. See how easy it is to do that. Right, I'm just going to cut that out. Oops. And there's my square. Now that will then fit. And it's your choice. You can just do silvers and golds if you wanted to. Just move that into the centre. And then you fit, what you've just cut into the centre. Whoops, that's just lifted. Don't worry if they come apart. If you use some cling over the top, you can push with your fingers, that's not a problem. There. There you go.
So now when you put into the frame.
That's right. When you put the resin on top, the colours just come out. I mean, when I did that one, they looked really, really dull because of my finger marks over the top.
Yeah.
And as soon as I put the resin on, they just shone. They were absolutely beautiful.
Creates like a glass-like lustre and just reflects them, doesn't it? Metallics. So I can see the difference there between what you've just made, Debbie, and I know it's pre-baked, but the resin, it just really
lifts the colour, doesn't it?
That foil, yeah, it just gives it a brighter metallic lustre.
So what I will do is I will put a little bail in there, and I made that just from a piece of wire that I bent in the centre and then either side. So it's like a triangle.
Was that about a 1mm thickness?
Yes. Yeah. I'm just
we can either make our own, or we've got some findings coming up later on. And I think we'll revisit the foils as well for you later on.
Okay. And I'm just pushing that into the corner as I did with that one.
Right.
And I will bake that, and then tomorrow, it'll be ready to put the resin on top.
The resin on. So hopefully you've done that at home as we've been going along.
All right, and then it should look like that tomorrow, hopefully. Okay.
Fantastic.
Do you want me to do any more demos?
Well, Sabine from Sussex
Right.
has said, hi all, hello Sabine. And she says, love the show. She says, I'm driving my men in the house mad, watching all the time. Sorry, I can't quite see the text. I've got a question for Debbie. I bake my polymer clay in a fan oven at 130 degrees centigrade for 40 minutes. But when it's cold, it isn't rock hard, it's more like leather. What am I doing wrong? Big hug to you all.
First of all, put a thermometer in your oven. I know my oven that I cook my food in is hotter at the back than it is at the front. So
Right.
pop a thermometer into the oven just to check that the temperature is what you think it is. Because actually, I don't know any oven that's perfect, you know, a perfect temperature all the way through.
My roasties are better on the top than they are in the middle.
I know,
you know.
so you need to find out where the clay is going to be the right temperature. So invest in a thermometer for one thing.
So do we think if it's coming out leathery that it's just not...
Well, it depends. If you're making beads that are less than half an inch or, say, just over 1.5 centimetres thick, 15-20 minutes and they should be fine. I actually bake mine twice. I bake mine for sort of 15-20 minutes, take them out, cool them, and they go harder if you drop them into ice water as soon as they come out the oven.
Oh, that's a good tip.
If you cool them really quickly. And then I leave them and bake them a second time if I'm not happy with them. It just, the more you bake them, actually, the stronger they get.
So would
That 40 minutes, sometimes you can go to, you can almost scald them. But if you're making beads that are really big and chunky, you need to cook them for at least an hour and a half.
Do you know, like the size of that one in the bracelet, 'cause they're big? You know, your little purple bracelet down there, Debbie?
That I cook for about half an hour.
Can I just show
Yeah,
the size?
of course you can.
So, because if we're going bigger than this, that would be about half an hour.
I cook them for 15 minutes, let them cool, and then I put them back in again.
So Sabines are bigger than that.
You need to
How much
cook
bigger
them.
are we talking? Double the size, darling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, something like this, I probably cook for about half an hour. Not
Right.
because of the thickness, just there's a lot of clay there to set.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clay to set.
So if it's going leathery, is it because it's not getting enough?
It's not baked enough, and
Not
perhaps
baked
it's
enough.
thicker clay. Let us know, Sabine, if that's the reason, if they're thick,
I
if
hope
they're
we-
really thick beads.
Yeah, let us know. Text me back, Sabine, if you've got the time, darling, because I'm hoping we've answered your question. And if we haven't, we'd like to really address it for you today, obviously. 60777 JM Studio. A great question, because somebody else might have experienced the same.
Absolutely.
So just let us know, because today's the day to ask Debbie while we're working
Can I ask,
together.
you know those eyelets?
Yeah.
Can I pinch an eyelet?
Yeah, you can put as many as you like.
I'll show you what I've done.
200 enough that you've got upstairs? There you go,
I'll show
darling.
you something very, very quickly.
Go on then.
Sorry. Very, very, very quickly. If you have scraps left over from this challenge, this project.
Good job you got yours early, because I think these have sold out now.
Have they
They've all been
really?
allocated. But we're on the case though. Ed's gone up. We're going to try and get some more for you, but sorry to interrupt.
It's okay. If you've got some scrap, put them round your beads. I just rolled it in my hand. I haven't lined that
It's like
up
a little
very
halo.
well. It is actually. And I've done this with the silver foil. Goodness me, do they shine. They're absolutely
They're
beautiful.
fantastic, Debbie, yeah.
I put those in. And you've just got a stripe of the foil going around the edge.
They look so great. I think you had some like that anyway, didn't you, in the designs
See
last
that?
last
Yes.
Friday. And they're so
got the
fun and they
stripe.
catch the eye and yeah, so great way to use those scraps because of the nice foil on
I've done
there.
that really quickly. You'd have to do it a little bit, you know, better
More
than
detailed
that.
maybe,
Yeah.
or you just rolled them. That was lovely as well. You did the roll and it
That's
just
right.
picked up the lovely light on them as well.
That's right.
Great top tip there. Right, Debbie, we're just going to take a moment to regroup. And then in our first new kit, we're going to bring it back to you after this. So we're going to get set up for that because obviously we've got our Jewellery Maker demonstration as well. We'll be integrating the polymer clay.
Yes.
We'll be talking more about the resin, but we're going to come back with our first new kit. So don't go anywhere. Keep your questions coming. And Sabine, if we didn't answer that question, let us know a little bit more about those beads that you're making.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Basics DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create basic canes, kaleidoscope canes, bead shapes and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker are proud to introduce Lisa Pavelka textured stamps for all your polymer and silver clay projects. A wide range of Lisa Pavelka stamps come in a variety of unique patterns and textures. Each stamp is designed to give highly detailed results for both dimensional design and surface imprinting. Each stamp comes unmounted for optimal usability. To view our full range of Lisa Pavelka products, please visit our website. Jewellery Maker are proud to present our new range of Lisa Pavelka border moulds. Make incredible polymer and silver clay border designs to embellish your creations quickly and easily. Each mould contains 4 different borders which give a wide range of textures and patterns. Use alongside our crafting foils and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view a full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website. Jewellery Maker are proud to present our new range of Lisa Pavelka crafting foils. These easy-to-use foils are a great way to create a unique look to your polymer and silver clay designs. With a wide range of vibrant colours including gold, silver and rainbow, these foils will leave your creations with a metallic coating. Use alongside our border moulds and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view our full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website.
Gripping the end of the wire with your round nose pliers, make a small loop. Then, taking your flat nose pliers, place the loop in the jaw of the pliers and press down. Slowly bring your wire round in a half circle motion. You'll need to do this bit by bit and tease the wire into place. You may need to keep adjusting your pliers. Repeat the process until you have your desired effect.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Hi, welcome back. Now we'll be bringing you our first new kit in a moment, so I just want to give you a little treat, a little bundle. I'm wearing one of the pieces actually from that first new kit. It's called Legends, so if you've been admiring the necklace, Debbie's made it. She's going to take us through some demonstrations. Isn't that lovely? You can see the hematite and the round mystic smoky quartz there, and the amethyst, and there's some rose gold plated chain. So it's an exciting brand new kit, but before we do that, let me bring you a gorgeous, sumptuous bundle. And here it is. We know you love your labradorite, especially when we're able to bring you the broad flash strokes of the labradorescence. That incredible phenomenon, as it's known, and attributed only to your labradorite, because in other gems like your moonstone, it's angulorescence and adventurescence in other gems. So it's those, oh, there we go. You're just getting a little sneaky little breeze of it there, but let's take a closer look, because these are the big 10 millimeters. And those broad flash strokes of metallic colour should just effortlessly glide across the surface if it's well cut. And this just goes to show you how beautiful the labradorite is that we've sourced. 280 carats for the 10 millimeter. And there we're getting the golds there. You can see those shillers. Sometimes you get the blues, sometimes you get the purples and the greens. Let me see if I can find some purpley green shillers. There's some beautiful sort of, well, there's the gold there that, oh, hello. Loads of different shiller. There was a bit of, there's the blue. You get, they're called the Brazilian butterfly wing, because it's like fleeting and like the metallic shiller of a beautiful beat of a butterfly's wing. Or the Native Americans call it the firestone, because it literally looked like there are burning embers within the gemstone. So violet blues, I mean, you can really see that shiller on so many. Look at those gemstones, it's on every single one. It's incredible, the quality, and obviously the more prominent and pronounced that shiller, the greater the grade of the gemstone, and if it's a beautiful quality and well cut, it should just glide across the surface there. So gorgeous labradorite with that smoky grey background. This is your typical labradorite, quality gem labradorite, and they're 280 carats, but it doesn't stop there. because we've also got 40 carats. Now remember the magnesite earlier we were talking about? Here it is again. Do you remember that lovely fun bundle we had with the yellow magnesite and the wood and the black agate? Here it is again, dyed royal blue. So this was a gem that was first discovered in 1808 in Greece, and it's a composite of magnesium and carbon and oxygen. And predominantly now we get it from Brazil, but rarely ever forms into these gorgeous, gorgeous gem qualities, and it's great for dyeing. It's a gorgeous gem of promoting dynamic ideas, and here it's a great durable gem as well. It's been stabilized, so we can use this in our jewelry. What does that mean? You know, you're never going to get that color coming off in your hand. It's a porous gem, so when it's stabilized, it stops that porosity as well, so that we can wear it in our jewelry and make it wearable and durable. So that's 40 carats, 4mm. It's lovely. Those royal blues, beautiful with the labradorite, wouldn't you agree? Just gorgeous there with the labradorite. And then our third strand is 160 carats of the said gem, and there straight away I can see the shiller of the bright royal blue, because you get it in purples, greens, violets. Yeah, that's because it's a different size, smaller size, it looks like a darker shade of the actual labradorite there. So it just looks like a darker tone, a darker tone to the lighter tones of the grey labradorite. So that's 160 carats, so totaling 480 carats in all three strands. You can see green to gold there. It's just fleeting, it's just beautiful. It's a great bundle at a great price. And you're making a big saving here with these three strands today. Because when we bundle it together like the Primo clay, you know, when we're bundling together those price points. And for my viewers at home, the code is NQGC53, 3-strand pack of the labradorite and the dark royal blue magnesite. And today, $9.95 for all three. What a bargain. Look at the shiller there. Look at it, it's on all of them. It's just incredible. Isn't that beautiful? Can you get it up there, darling? Just because I just captured all that shiller there, and there was the royal blue there as well, and the gold. Just gorgeous. Isn't that beautiful? Fantastic. Fantastic. And the royal blues, picking out the blues of that shiller as well. Just gorgeous. It's covered in shiller. $9.95. We love the smoky, dusty greys of the labradorite. It's so pretty with that royal blue. It's so pretty with purples. It's so pretty with, it's delectable with rose quartz. You know, the gentle essence of a rose pink. Delectable. What else do I love it? I love it with rose quartz for some reason. I always go. I love it with the hematite. I'm thinking of that first new kit with the hematite and the amethyst. Just gorgeous. Do you like your labradorite?
Oh, I do.
Debs, yeah.
I do, and I did make a necklace and went out one night and somebody kept staring at me, and I thought,
well, you have that effect on a lot of people, Deborah.
No, not at me, at my necklace. And I suddenly realised that they were looking at my necklace every time you moved.
Oh, they could see the light.
They could see the light, and in the end, the lady came up and said, "Can I ask what you're wearing?"
Really?
Because it does, it really shines, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially when you've got quality like this. That shows that shiller. And in the evening, of course, you know, it's really going to just glow, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful.
So, did you put anything with it, honey, or was it a very simple necklace? What did you?
Very, very simple, actually. They were very, very tiny. I think with almost like seed beads.
Oh.
And I think
you still saw the shiller there?
Yeah, they were tiny, tiny ones.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
There you go. She's got people staring at her wearing her beautiful labradorite jewellery. This is what happens. People are attracted to the gorgeous. We're attracted to gemstones because they're beautiful and they're rare and they're precious. That's what makes, you know, the labradorite a gemstone. That's your three qualifications for these wonderful inorganic minerals, and what qualifies this as a gemstone as opposed to a bit of sand or a bit of salt, because that's a mineral as well. But a precious gem has to be durable, beautiful and rare. And your labradorite is rare, and it's heavenly when you get that great shiller of light. You can see it on so many of those gemstones, and then the rich, deep, majestic blues of that beautiful, precious magnesite that is very highly sought after, because it's, you know, it's very similar to your calcite variety, but it's a gem of dynamism and promoting, you know, those unrecognized thoughts and ideas. And let's get those ideas flowing in our jewellery making. Bundled together, $9.95, code NQGC53. Gorgeous, fantastic bundleicious offer. And labradorite is, if you haven't worked with it, it's fabulous for, you know, the summer, but it's great as well for the winter with those cashmere soft greys. I'm thinking of those rhapsody colours and moving through those pewter metallic colours that Natalia was talking about, the themes for the, you know, the silver greys. I mean, that would be very fashionable in terms of the colour trends taking us through to the autumn as well. So get it while it's a fantastic offer at $9.95 and while there is the stock availability, because it would look great with our first new kit, which has the hematite in it, the Legends kit. Talking of Legends, don't forget the Elvis show on the 16th. Send in your lovely Wall of Fames. There's going to be prizes. I'm already on it. I'm already on it. Can't tell you what they are yet, Jacqueline. You'll have to watch the show. But for the best Wall of Fames, there will be prizes. But it's got to be Elvis themed. Elvis themed. Don't have to look like Elvis, just themed. Obviously, I have a bias towards anything that is Elvis related, of course. So, yeah. Myself and Linda the 16th, make sure you're watching. Now, let's bring you the brand new kit and then we'll visit Debbie. She's got some great ideas. We'll give it back this necklace as well because this is one of the pieces made from this beautiful new kit. And, well, it's essentially 5 strands because you've got your chain in there as well with the rose gold plating. Fantastic shapes to work with, lots of lovely lustres and optical phenomenon and properties within these gemstones. Great cuts. Lovely surface areas to explore, really, really pretty. So let's take you through what you're getting in the Legends jewellery kit. So we're going to start with my frosted amethyst because it's 90 carats and the quality of the amethyst is paramount. There is a great universal tonality in that amethyst. It is really uniform throughout. 90 carats and they are 6mm rounds, so frosted sort of satin matte finish there. What's so exciting about this beautiful kit is the shapes and the different optical properties, because look, this is what you've seen me wearing in the necklace that's been catching that light. It's the hematite flat tube, 17 by 6mm, 110 carats, and just look how they glisten and catch the light. Isn't that incredible? So visual. There's just such a lovely flat surface area. They've been cut and polished so well. You get loads of gleaming light. We've also got a big favourite of ours here. Myself and Debbie were just talking about this at the start of the show and how pretty these are in terms of catching the light. These are your Mystic Smoky Quartzes. Now, when we've had the Mystic strands separately, we haven't seen those for ages, have we, in a bundle? They are a sellout success. Those of you that work with your Mystic Quartzes or your Mystic Coated strands will know about the beauty. As beautiful as it looks on screen, they're 100 times even more beautiful in the flesh. And it is that wonderful metallic purples, violets, blues, golds. And in the smoky quartz, that's not one we tend to see very often. Sometimes it's your blues or your pinks. Don't see the smokies very often, do we?
You don't actually, no.
No. When's the last time we had a Mystic Coating 3-strand pack or a 2-strand? We just haven't, have we?
No, they are stunning.
They are stunning. She's absolutely right, and they look stunning in the designs as well. So that is a wonderful 160 carats, 8mm rounds. It doesn't stop there. I'm going to carry on because we've got 180 carats of the faceted hematite rice beads, and then when you see those next to the flattened tubes, as it were. Again, you get different visual properties, loads of luster, and again, a lovely, exciting shape. We've got all these lovely shapes we've got. Smaller faceted rounds, large plain rounds, flat dynamic rectangles, faceted rice bead shapes. They just work perfectly. Can you see why I said perhaps that labradorite would look beautiful with it, and with the Mystic coating there as well, and then that royal blue, it would give it such a pop. Now we've got the chain, and this is one of the attributes we'll be working with Debbie with. This is a 9-inch rose gold plated amethyst chain, and if you like, it ties in all of those strands beautifully together. I've seen Debbie work with this in tassels, threading it through other large chains, using it for drop earrings, simple bracelets, just gorgeous. That 9 inches goes a long way. It's quite deceptive. It's quite deceiving, but it really does go a long way. And even when you cut the actual little links in between, as long as you're not hanging anything too heavy from, they will be stable. And even if you're thinking, oh, well, I want to take the gem off, you can, and you can restrand them as well. Now, you're also getting the threading materials, your monofilament, your elastic, and your beading thread, the fundamentals, in this Legends jewellery kit. So these are your fundamentals. We know you love to have the monofilament there as well, then the invisible threading, and you know, just to keep that fluidity in the movement. The elastics are great for the stretchies, and the beading thread, fantastic for said necklaces. But you've got your actual silver plated copper as well. And we've got the great chain there that you just use over and over again. 100 pieces, goes a long way. Shepherd hooks, chandeliers, crimp bead covers, crimps, loads of different jump ring sizes, heart toggle, regular toggle, bolt ring clasp, eye pins, head pins. And brand new today are 100 pieces of the silver plated copper, all of those essential findings, and I dare say, you know, Debbie didn't use all of them. They often, there's loads left over for your store. They add up to 100 individual pieces there. So don't forget, new jewellery makers, everything is in this kit to get you started. And I'm just looking down, I don't know where the fairy goes. Oh, thank you, darling. You found them all this morning, thank you. We will give you the starter. We will give you the starters, the basics, to get you started even further. So regulars can already jump on that phone line now and take advantage. If you're loving the look of this kit, if you're loving the look of the jewellery that I'm wearing, you're going to love Debbie's designs. Brand new today, so you know what kits are like. So new jewellery makers, we will give you our free jewellery, $29.99, $29.95, bargain under £30. 4 strands plus your rose gold plated silver chain amethyst strand as well, plus 100 pieces of silver plated copper, plus your findings there, obviously, that I said, and your threading materials. New jewellery makers, you know, Debbie's here to give demonstrations, but you can take it at your own pace. Every day we have demonstrations on the live shows between 9 till 1 and 5 till 9 in the evening. That gets repeated. In the morning between 8 and 9, we do a specific 1-hour show for new jewellery makers to take you through the very fundamental basics. As a first-time buyer with your first ever purchase, you get our DVD. And remember, if you're a regular buying this for somebody as a gift idea for a birthday, and you're a regular buyer, so you've already got your DVD, just say, ask the call centre, can you add one of the starter DVDs and booklets into this kit because it's a present. So new buyers, you get that automatically anyway. Let's take you through step by step. Our Jewellery Maker magazine about making it, wearing it, loads of techniques in there to get started as well. How to do leaf techniques, how to get in touch with us, how to visit and do workshops, how to use the tools. You know, we have the small toolkit and the large toolkit to take you through step by step. And we'll also give you this month's hub, which has listings on the back of how to get involved. Remember I said about Debbie's workshops and the beading workshop and the wire work that we do and the bridal workshop and the sculpey clay and the silver clay. Sign up for our monthly emails, sign up for our Facebook and Twitter pages, you know, log on to our website, grab your tutorial DVDs, watch the live shows and all the different ways you can watch us on Freeview, Sky, Virgin, FreeSats, you know. We like to get about. We really want to enable new jewellery makers, encourage new jewellery makers, which is what, you know, the demonstrations are all about, and advancing your wonderful techniques, because we're going to see those later on the Wall of Fame. So $29.95, brand new kit. It's called Legends. I'm going to go and see a legend herself, and we're going to look at her legendary designs. So please don't miss out, because you know what these kits are like, especially when they're popular with the mystics in there as well. Take advantage. I'm just going to divest myself of the necklace so Debbie can display it, because it is a stunner. How many pieces have you made, beautiful?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I did have some left over.
Ooh, 7. Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Now, that was the one I was wearing. So let's start with that one, why not? Talk me through this design, gorgeous, because you've doubled up the chain there.
I have, and these are double drilled hematites.
Oh, okay.
And I use them really
I?
as double drilled, but I just think they look lovely just as a single chain.
Don't they?
And I'm getting into asymmetrics. Linda's got me into, because I always used to do something, you know, symmetrical, but I'm trying. But you know me in tassels,
I love the
tassels.
tasselage.
Yes, I just love that.
Like this, what you've done here as well with your toggle.
Yeah, I just put a jump ring through, I think jump ring, or is it? Yes, jump ring through the hole, so it actually hangs straight, so it doesn't kink to one side.
That mystic beautifulness.
Oh. I mean, I had some pink beads at the time. I was doing another kit, and they took on the pink, or the purple takes on the purple, and it just seemed to take on anything you put next to them.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
They shine off one another, don't they?
Stunning.
Gorgeous,
Absolutely
gorgeous
stunning.
necklace there. So beautiful. I love that asymmetric necklace, and it's just got that lovely little cheeky little plunge there for the cleavage. Now, this is using the polymer clay, using the smoky mystics, using the hematite, using your findings in the kit. Now, with these...
These are polymer clay beads, just
Yeah.
a flower cane that I put around. It's a cane that we made. Oh, by the way, hello to everybody who came on the Millefiori workshop. Hello, thank you. You had a lovely, lovely
Did
day.
they enjoy
Hello
it?
to everybody. Oh, yes, and Christine, my glamorous assistant, thank you for being there. She's always so lovely. See you again on Monday. Another one on Monday.
I know, this is the lady, isn't it, that's been on about 4 or 5, isn't
I know,
it?
I know.
Yes.
She's lovely.
She's regular, she just
Wonderful.
lives here now.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
she's lovely. We did a pendant very similar to that, so I thought I'd do one because that's what they made on Monday, basically.
Oh.
They made that sort of pendant with the flower and the leaves in the background. That's
Isn't that
what they made,
fantastic?
along with other things, obviously. But.
So eye-catching, Debbie.
And then my favourite, I think,
Yes.
out of all of them, is probably this little pendant which has the rose gold chain.
We're actually going to make that with you in a moment, aren't we? But
That's right.
you've done these lovely little inserts in between as well. Now, I've not
Yes.
seen the chain used like that to create that star. And
I had 5 left
Shredded-
actually, so I had to cut the
oh.
one in the middle, obviously because you lose that one, but I have used that somewhere else, the little bead. But I just had 5 left. I
fantastic.
thought, well, that would
and
look
you
nice
just,
actually, going
that's
all
just
up the
threaded
neck.
through, isn't it?
Yep.
And then it's just bent because obviously they're a firm structure.
That's right.
And like you said, the mystics, I can see the purples there, taking on the amethyst there.
I can even see turquoises in
Beautiful.
here. They're lovely.
So then the bracelet, so we'll come back to that lovely necklace because you are going to show us how to
Yep.
do that. And then this bracelet, is it, oh, you see now, I like the integration of the flat tubes in there.
I think
that
they
lovely?
are absolutely stunning, and I think these would be very good for men's jewellery as well, actually.
Yes,
I
yes,
think
yes,
they'd,
an early bundle.
I think they're really, really lovely. I like those. Great fan of those. Do you like those?
Gorgeous. Oh, look at those turquoise colours. And lovely, lovely earrings, Deborah. Look at these, because you get your
know.
chandeliers in there.
Yes.
Love this use of the chain, because it's so big right now. And of course, you are dealing in real gemstones. Those smoky mystics are just gorgeous. And then they're such a lovely size, that 4mm, because they can just
They
dangle
are.
in between
That's
that
right.
chandelier, can't they? I love this style. Deliciously beautiful. And then again, made great use. They're your little flower canes again, aren't they?
Yes, to match the necklace.
Isn't
The
that
long
beautiful?
necklace.
And this is the said necklace. I was making off with this first thing this morning. Just fabulous. And you've used the heart, the other end of your toggle.
That's
That you
right.
used in the other necklace there. And you've created your little flower beads and then just a little bit of droppage. Again, lovely. Again, you know, it's not a uniform. You've got a lovely asymmetric style there. A bit
And
of
I think
weaving.
that heart
bit of
toggle
chain.
is it's a shame to hide it at the
Isn't
back of
it?
a neck or
Isn't it?
or on a bracelet. I think it's so beautiful. I love that.
I've seen them sort of dangling from little, you know, the brooch pins, the silver brooch pins, where you
Yes.
just
Oh,
have
what a
those
good
dangle
idea.
down. There's a little, because they sell those as heart pendants.
They do.
sell those
Or
as
as a
pendants.
keyring, just a keyring.
Yeah,
Look.
yeah.
Lovely.
Don't be toggling. Don't be toggling. Let's
no.
make
Make it part of your design. I think it's
pendants and
beautiful.
yeah. I mean, we love them as a toggle, but like I said, it seems to waste to the back of the neck. Let's have
It
a jump ring.
does.
Let's have a bail for that.
Yeah,
Just a jump ring and a bolt ring.
Especially if you've got long hair.
Exactly. You're going to see beneath this barnet nothing. So let's get that heart right to the front. Absolutely. Right, darling. Fabulous pieces of jewellery. We'll get those uploaded on the website. You're going to take us through this.
Yes.
So I'm going to take this forward. So we've
You
got it
couldn't
nearby.
get anything simpler, really, than this. So easy. Really easy to do. I started off making it into a bracelet, and then I happened to put it down on my table and put the 2 pieces together, and I thought, oh, it makes a circle.
happy accident.
Yes, accidents usually work out to be the best. So I've got a piece of beading thread here.
Oh, I feel naked now,
And
Debbie. I've taken your necklace
sorry,
off.
I'll put it back on if you
I
want.
need more jewellery.
That's all right. we can do that in this building, I'm sure. We have some jewellery somewhere.
Do you feel all naked now? Where's my necklace gone? Oh, too much cleavage. No, it's this time of the morning.
Sorry, to get a sheet, cover you up. Right, I've taken a beading thread, and I've taken a chain and a little amethyst bead, and I've just threaded through the first little loop of the chain. Put my bead on, and then these little beads on this chain have been wire wrapped. So you've got a loop at the bottom and a loop at the top. So I'm counting, there's the bottom of the first one, there's the bottom of the second one. So I want to go through the third one bottom loop of the third link on the chain. Okay, and then put on another amethyst. Are you rummaging there? Shh. Nothing going on here. Nothing going on here. All right. So we do the same again. So that was the third link. So there's the bottom. I'm just turning this round. So you've got one there, two, and I'm going to go through the bottom of the third. Oops, it will go through, using this as a needle. Third one. Now you could, what I started off doing was a bracelet with the diamonds either side. And then it evolved into a pendant. So, the bottom of one, second one, third one. And you literally go round and round and round. Oh, I've missed actually. Yes, that's right. And you go round and round and round until they pull into a circle. Now, yes, I've done that right. You know when you start doing demonstration, you think, have I done that right? I've gone through three, haven't I? Excuse me, can I start that again?
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Debbie. What was that, dear? I didn't hear a word, sorry. Say it again.
One.
Yeah. Ah. Some difficulty looking at the pictures on the website, we're on it. Okay, if you're having difficulty just watching and the pictures on the website and you're trying to follow us, we're just trying to deal with it right now, but we are aware, so I do apologise. Hopefully that'll be rectified so you can see it again on the repeat. But just to go back to what you were saying there, Debbie.
So 1, 2, 3. No, that is right, I have done it right. So it's 1, 2, 3. So you go through and you can, I just said that what I was originally doing was a bracelet where you've got the points on either side. I wanted the points to be on either side like that. So you could do a weave that you've got it going around. But then I tied it into a knot. You go all the way around, and you literally tie it into a knot. If I can take that off.
Yeah.
It's a bit wiggly until you get to the end. And all the amethysts are in the centre. And all the points go to the outside.
Ah, so they create that kind of star effect.
Yeah, at the moment they're not going where I want them to go, but they do.
We're halfway through.
That's right. But if you do go through it, they eventually, you can pull them into a, sorry, I've got the top of my head.
That's all right, Dad. It's a beautiful head, but we love the beautiful design.
Do you want to sit? Yes. But it does go into a circle. So keep going until they come into a circle. And once you pull them, they do go into that beautiful circle. Now I had 5 links left to take up quite a bit of the chain.
Yeah.
But I had about 5 links left and I cut it in half and then just put 2. And I thought you could do that all the way up actually, couldn't you?
Yeah.
That would look really, really pretty.
That rose gold really catches the light, doesn't it?
So your
amethyst 3, 6, 8 in the middle. So like you said, that used the majority of the chain. If you had an 8 loop of the amethyst, obviously it would be less.
Yep.
But then you had about 5 links left then of little pairings of 2, 3.
That's right.
And they just went into those little V's.
Just keep going. And then when you pull it, it automatically goes into the V.
Use the chain. I've not seen it used like that before.
Oh, it's ever so simple to do. And you can do it with different amounts. You could do every 3 links, every 4 links and have them, curling up. I think they're absolutely beautiful.
Isn't it? And that gold just catches that light beautifully. Seeing the shade of that amethyst against the darker amethyst as well is so pretty. It just gives it a lovely texture, doesn't it?
I think it's so pretty. It's nice to keep it all together.
Yes,
To actually keep all the chain together. I think it's ever so pretty.
That's what's nice when you do your tassels, because you're keeping a few of them together anyway.
Right.
They intensify the look of each other. It's just a really innovative way of using the chain, a different way of using the chain, and a very effective way of using the chain. I love these little bits as well. You've wasted nothing there. They just create that lovely little...
You could do that on eye pins, couldn't you, on earrings? They'd look really pretty,
just thread them down. Yeah, that'd be gorgeous. Oh, another great idea for the chain. Love these chain ideas. Very popular kit. Thank you, Debbie. We'll have more demonstrations from Debbie later on. Again, if you've got any questions, don't forget to text us in. This is from the 3rd new kit. Should we have a little look, Tommy? Because we're going to... I've got the right way around. This is from the 3rd new kit. And Debbie's actually placed, because there's ribbon in the 3rd new kit, a ribbon flower into the resin. I know, I felt naked. I'm sorry, I felt a bit funny. I felt a bit naked. I wore the right dress, though, for today, didn't I? The purple.
Didn't you?
Wore the right dress. Marvellous. OK, fabulous Debbie's designs. Let's have a look at some of your designs this week on the Wall of Fame.
Right, this is number 234. This is lovely. This is from Alice from Pontefract. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's made of rose gold mesh, polyester, a rose gold chain, and silver-plated copper-coloured wire. And a handmade clasp. Love watching the shows, love the bargains. It's like having friends around every day. Oh, how lovely. That mesh is absolutely gorgeous.
Isn't it fab?
That is beautiful.
Love the texture of that necklace.
Goes really well with the
polyester
chains.
Polyester chain. What a striking piece of jewellery.
That's lovely.
Gorgeous.
Very nice.
Good luck. Good luck for Wednesday. And this is amazing. I just love it. The tricolour. This is from Jo in Devon. Devon, you're number 235, Jo. And she says, I made the chic looking assorted colour chain necklace Tuesday morning while watching Jewellery Maker. It's with black rubber tubing and some wire work on the sides. Everything from Jewellery Maker. So thank you so much for bringing such gorgeous components to my life. That's the lovely Jo in Devon. So I'm trying to get a grips with this. So that's the black rubber. What's this with the gold?
Rubber tubing's at the back.
Oh, the black rubber tubing.
If you like this chain, watch tomorrow because it's in one of the
Oh,
bundles.
love that chain. It must be big, isn't it?
It is big.
Oh, I love that. I love the fact you used all three, Jo, as well. That is gorgeous.
Great for making belts, actually.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fantastic. So watch tomorrow, don't forget. Watch tomorrow's second part of the resin show as well. We'll have the chainage. It's gorgeous.
This is number 232. I love this. Do like this. Very good. This is from Susan from North Shields. Here's my entry for the Wall of Fame. Made with agate and grey freshwater pearls from Jewellery Maker. Hope you like it. I love that. That I would wear every day because we go with everything.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
You're so talented. This is number 233, and a lovely bit of chain work has been created here out of the wire. This is from Jackie Lane, and she says it's a chain necklace from the copper wire, hematite puffy ovals, and some cubes. She says it's only a second attempt at chain making. And she says, to be fair, the photo does no justice to the piece. Oh, well, we know what that's like, because I'm like that all the time talking about the jewellery and the gemstones. She says, it's much shinier than it appears. I love the recent wire work demonstrated by Linda and Sheila. It's so feminine, must be the ultimate in creating as you go. Well, I hope you're creating as we go with the resin and the polymer this morning. Jackie and the crazy gang, well done to you. That's number 233. Right, just to connect with yourself. We'll be coming back. I don't think I read out the code of that last new kit, TFGC43 for the Legends Jewellery Kit. It's our first new kit today. And don't forget to keep text coming. 60777. We are going to come back after this little interlude with more polymer clay and more of the Lisa Pavel kits. And let's show you how to enter the Wall of Fame so that every Wednesday we do a prize draw so you can win £100 worth or £50 worth of credit to spend with Jewellery Maker as the winner or the runner-up. And all you've got to do is send in your entry like this.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
New to polymer clay? Then why not come and join us on our Polymer Clay for Beginners course? Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through the basic techniques of creating bead shapes, basic canes, pendants, feature beads and much more. You will get the chance to design and craft your own pieces, which you can then take home. During the course of the day, you have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, buffet style lunch and refreshments, all for just $64.95. For details of course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Righty-ho, let's bring you, I want to show you this gorgeous findings kit that we've got a very special offer on today, and then we will be bringing you the Lisa Pavelka molds. Now, Debbie talked about the molds earlier with the resin and how she created a beautiful piece out of it, and the textured stamps. So we're going to bring you those as well. We did show some on Friday's show, but I'm going to show you some others. So I'll bring you those in a moment, but this is a very special findings offer. So we could use this in transition with our polymer clay, with our resin as well. There's no reason why, as well as our gorgeous jewellery making, if we have a preference from the silver to the gold, and we like to work with the gold with that rich amethyst as well. So it combines a double bar sliding clasp, as you can see here. So it's a double link, double bar sliding clasp, as it were. There we go. So you can fit on the 2 chains there to go around the wrist. You've also got 3 of the gold-plated flower findings, 3 of those. Now, as you can see, they're double drilled either side. Yeah, can you see that hole either side? Now you get 3 of those flowers. Now, is this the gold-plated silver, my darling, or the... Yeah, just to reiterate, because we've started doing the gold-plated copper, but this is the gold-plated silver. So you get 3 of those lovely flower spaces. The crimp beads, you get 20 of those, and it's the gold-plated silver, so it's the gold plating on your precious silver metal there. You also get the magnet flower connector, and these are very, very strong, so just a bit easier than perhaps your jump ring bails, your lobster claws as well. You know, sometimes when we're not as adept with the hands or the fingers, or we just want ease, they're very, very strong as well, and also they're a lovely pretty component in your jewellery making. You have your magnet flower clasp there as well for your bracelets and your necklaces. You also get the gold-plated bolt ring clasp and jump ring, 3 of those. So you've got both connections there for either end of the bracelet or the necklace. You get 10 of the gold-plated ball head pins. So 10 of those, the 2mm ball, gold-plated silver, and a beautiful heart well. And as Debbie and I both discussed, it's got a little bit of undulation there in there as well. As we both discussed, don't hide those toggles. In fact, you know, you could use that as a little pendant. You could use that as a charm feature on a keyring or on a necklace, and use the toggle as she just did in that beautiful necklace that we just showed you. So this is our luxurious findings pack, gold-plated silver. Now it's coming up a little bit later in the show, is it, honey? Or are you going to launch it? Not too long to wait. Not too long to wait. Just keep you in suspenders a little bit longer on that, so I will read out the code to that when we get there. Now, let's introduce you to the Lisa Pavelka models, the molds, as it were, I should say, because you saw one of these used by Debbie, and she's going to explore that with us in a moment. So I'm just going to show you the first. These are called the border molds, and we've got 2 different varieties here. This is, this is the hearts one and the little sphere one. And you press in the material, you remove the excess with the blade, whether it's your polymer clay or your resin, and then lift gently by the ends. And are we bundling the 2 together, darling? All 3? All 3, okay, we're bundling all 3 together. Now this is, was this the Au Natural or is this the Simple Elegance? This is the Simple Elegance one, but it's got the hearts, it's got the lovely textured flowers, the spheres, and what looks like a kind of a step rectangular cut in there as well. We've also got the Lisa Pavelka Border Molds Au Naturel. So this is a bit like your Makumegame. It's sort of a bark kind of a look, a layered look, a sort of a leaf look, a foliage look. See, and like a bamboo look. So you've got to kind of got your bark, the leaf, the foliage there and the bamboo look. So this is your Lisa Pavelka border mold, the Au Naturel. So 2 of those, and you can actually fill these and then break out the resin, but we'll talk more about that in a moment with Debbie. And we're bundling in as well. Do you remember the textured rubber stamps that we did last Friday? This is another one. They're really easy to use. As Debbie has explained, they're so versatile, really malleable. You get 2 different swirly styles in there, because we do loads of different ones on the website, but this particular one is like the lovely brush strokes of almost like your cornflower, and then the swirls. It was that wonderful wallpaper that you had in the 80s that was like that. Do you remember it was lifted? Well, it wasn't flock. No, it wasn't quite flock, but it was lifted, but it was swirls like that. We had it in our house. It was swirly.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Sometimes people do it on the ceilings as well. Yeah.
Yes.
It's very similar, isn't it, with the swirls?
Yes, it is.
It's having a resurgence, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing how wallpaper came back in fashion again. It was all, let's do the blank walls, and that's all feature walls and feature wallpaper.
Yes.
And I love the wallpaper now.
I do.
Just do one wall and then paint, you know. Amazing. It fell out of fashion there for quite a few years, didn't it?
It did indeed, yes.
Wallpaper's back and we love it. So we're going to bundle all 3 of these, and I will bring these over to Debbie in a moment so she can talk more about them. But don't forget, this is an offer for 24 hours, and it is only specially because Debbie's with us today working on the polymer clay and the resin. We've bundled all 3 of these together, so you get 2 of the border molds and the featured textured stamp set as well. And these are so malleable. I mean, Debbie raves about these as well, just because in terms of, you know, they leave a really firm print. If you firmly print them in, and actually you can place your resin in there as well. Just gorgeous. And the effects are phenomenal. And they're very durable, so they'll last. You know, sometimes these things, when they're not well made, can tear, or they break up with the actual material. These are really, really strong. New today, the Pavelka border molds, the decorative texture stamp, and the Au Naturel border molds. Under £20 for all 3. That's brilliant. That's a massive saving. I'm not quite sure how much, but I have a good idea of it. It's about £10, isn't it? Yeah, £10 saving. That's incredible. So it's like buy 2, get 1 free. £10 saving. Let me take them with me over to Debbie so she can talk a little bit more about them. That's a big saving, Debbie. We're just going to use these with Sculpey clay, are we? We can use it with the resin, can't we?
Oh yes, and with your silver clay.
Of course, the silver clay, darling.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, the silver clay as well. So,
right.
Talk me through it, darling.
The border moulds are brilliant for doing on the tin, really. It's making borders. You can do picture frames, you can do your bezels around your lovely designs. You can go bananas with these things. You really can. Or even just stripes on a pendant. Ooh, you know, it can look quite good if you make them into like a bamboo faux wood sort of polymer clay. You can make them really nice. So they are useful, and you don't have to keep them as straight borders. You can do it around circles. Oh, there's a picture of a heart there. You can see.
Yeah, the
and you
hearts.
can pick out the designs with foils and inks and things. So yes, they are useful actually. Very useful.
And they're the harder block ones, aren't they?
They are, and the imprints are very deep, which is what you want, especially with polymer clay. With silver clay, you can get away with quite
a lighter touch.
Yes.
Yeah.
But with polymer clay, you want them quite deep, so you have that lovely pattern. So if you do push foils on top, they're not going to completely lose their design.
And that code is BAGC64. We've got about a 60-second wait on the phone line because it's proving very popular. And then we've got our decorative texture stamps as well, which I know you love.
Well, I do. I mean, I know some people have said, and I'll be completely honest, they're expensive. Well, they aren't expensive if you look at some of the cheaper ones. I've had some of the cheaper texture sheets, and they crack after a time.
This is it, the cracking, yeah.
These, if you wanted to put pattern on either side of your beads, so soft. I mean, you can just screw them up in your hand. You can put them into your dishwasher if they get really.
Yes, they said that last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they get really scruffy, but they shouldn't do really.
No, because it lifts off so well, doesn't it?
Exactly. If I get some bits and pieces into some of the recesses, I just use an old toothbrush or a little nail brush and get everything out. But I've filled these. I can't tell you how many times with resin, and they come up
brand spanking new. Yeah.
They are extremely good, extremely good. I mean, I've started to do some designs here with resin, and you just fill in some of the patterns. That's just starting to come out. You fill in some of the patterns with the resin.
So we didn't even have
See
to
that?
cover it completely.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's come out of there basically, and I haven't finished that yet.
Isn't that fantastic?
But you can fill it just with a cocktail stick with your resin and fill in the pictures. So once you've got your different colour resin, because I know Claire on her website just have loads and loads and loads, and she's putting bundles together of some new colours to be launching very soon. So these are perfect.
Oh, your heart's popped out. Look at that,
all right.
a perfect heart. But I like that because now I can put that.
There you go.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Into something else if you wanted to, or you can
heart.
crack out these roses. I just try.
Yeah,
there we
yeah,
go.
yeah.
I'll do this.
That I can put into my resin. That I can put into my polymer clay.
That's right. See, these roses are starting to come out
Yeah,
here.
the lovely little decorative roses. Don't even have
They're
to use
really
them all
pretty.
as one.
You can put that into a pendant if you want to.
In a clear pendant, resinous pendant.
well,
That'd be
that's
lovely.
right.
That'd
I
be
mean-
like your little splashes.
This one here is that one, which I just did with some pearl resin and just cracked some of the design out and then cut it to shape and just popped it into some resin. I think that's quite nice.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Really pretty.
So BAG C64, all three, you get the texture stamps pack of 2 and you get 2 lots of the beautiful borders with the Au Naturel and the lovely romantic borders there as well.
Really good value.
Yeah,
it is.
£10 off that by getting that bundle today. BAG C64, $19.95 and proving very popular.
Yeah, well, that's actually that stamp, I think.
Yes,
that
it is, darling.
stamp
That's
is
the
in
one.
there.
That's the one I'm going on
right.
about, the wallpaper from the 80s.
That's right. That's the stamp that's in there.
That's the one. That's the one that you've used in your
That's
lovely
right.
pearlescent keyring. Isn't that fabulous? Okay, darling. So, what can you show us?
Right. Do you want me to demonstrate doing something with polymer clay and the texture stamps, or do you want me to do some resin?
I don't mind. What have you got to hand? What's going to be easy?
Let me show you these texture stamps.
Yeah, 'cause
Let me
just to
show
see them
you
in-
how easy it is to use
Yeah.
them. You don't need very much pressure. The only thing I would remember that once you put this onto your clay, don't move it because you'll have like a shadow. And that,
Yes,
you don't want that at all. I'm just using some clay I had left over, and I'm going to push in this design. This is the one that you're going to be getting if you buy that bundle.
Am I all right
Okay?
to just move you
Of course you
across
can. I'm sorry,
over
of
there,
course, yes,
beautiful?
it's-
That's all right, darling.
All right.
I want to see what you're doing.
So I'm just going to push that into the clay. There you go. You see how lovely?
Isn't that fantastic?
It's a really deep, there's almost shadows there. It's a really, really deep texture.
Yes.
So these stamps are well worth investing in. They really are. They're excellent. And that, you could make that into a pendant. I just use, your flexible blade is very good because you can perhaps do a different design.
I like what you did last week because you put the foil on the top and then you used the sellotape.
Oh yeah, to
Do you
take
remember?
it.
Yes,
to
you've got
take it
that-
out.
The darkness and the shiny effect as well.
That's right. I'll probably edge that in black or something. But
An
little
asymmetric,
pendant.
Yeah.
make a little pendant and edge it in black with a little jump ring on the top, and that with on a piece of black cord.
Gorgeous.
Look lovely.
Job's
But
done.
The depth of these are stunning. They're
Yeah.
really, really good.
Really pronounced.
Excellent. Yeah, very pronounced. They're really, really good.
So any tips in terms of when we're filling these with the resin, you know, like you've done there, is there anything we need to be thinking of, or how long
really.
would
I
you
mean-
leave them for?
Resin you should leave for 24 hours. All the resin you should leave for 24 hours, and don't be tempted to go back and stick your finger in, because you'll end up like I
It's like
do.
paint, don't touch
No.
wet paint.
Yeah, we all want to do it, don't we? If you're told not to, you want to.
Yeah, you just thought.
So when you do the resin, always put a little tester blob at the side.
That's
so
a
you,
good
you
idea. So you
feel
can
the
touch that.
tester, but not your, because I can't tell you how many pendants I've made and gone in and thought, is that, oh. And if you put your finger in water and then rub it over the top, that will go, but you'll always see a shadow of a fingerprint. But never
Unless of course
mind.
you're going for the fingerprint,
Well, yes,
you want
that's
the
a bit
fingerprint.
different. It's a bit different.
That's a
But-
great idea, little blob on the
yes,
side.
you
That's
do.
a good tip.
But all this was just what I had left over. I did a project and I had lots of little colours left over, and with tiny little bits, and I thought, well, what can I do? I don't really want to throw them away.
No.
So I just got a cocktail stick and just filled in some of the colours.
Yeah.
And I shall try and do a bit more of this later. And
Now, how would you use those? Would you put them in your clear resin? Would you put them in your...
I'd probably put that either onto white or black and edge it with
Yeah.
some gold or something and use it as a pendant.
Beautiful. It's like a
Or put it
gorgeous...
into a bookmark or something to give to
Oh,
somebody.
that's a nice
or-
idea, isn't it? It's like a lovely stained glass window.
Yeah, you can cut these to size.
Fantastic. So they're great. These texture stamps can be used in so many formats and mediums.
They can.
We've had a text, darling.
Yes.
This is Christina from Staffordshire. Morning, Debbie and Fee. Loving the show. Thank you for your nice comments. I can't recommend the courses. Oh, this is our lovely friend, your beautiful model, the gorgeous Christina. She's done every course known to man on this place. She says, I can't recommend the courses enough to the viewers. You learn so much more. I look forward to Monday, Fee. You're fantastic. Oh, look at her. She's smoozing me. Fantastic presenter with all your knowledge of the genders. Oh,
£2.95.
Christina, I know.
That's what she was saying last time she was on.
She was brilliant, wasn't she? She came on there, didn't she? She says £2.95 all day.
My glamorous assistant.
Exactly.
Lovely. Look forward to seeing you on Monday.
We do indeed, Christina. I'm sorry I'm not here with you on Monday. I'm going back to the Emerald Isle to drink some Guinness. But hopefully I know, it doesn't matter. I'll see her again. She'll be here again.
Yeah, she will.
She signed up. And I don't blame you. She's right, though, because it's the maximum you have is usually 10 in the course, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a bit more of a one-on-one. And you just pick more, just learn more. It's just
I
things
learn
you can't
something every course. I learn
Likewise.
something because there are colours that I think, oh, I'd never put those together, or that's a lovely design, or just I
Somebody
learn
has a top
something on
tip or a
every
design.
single course, and they all feed off each other.
Exactly.
You know, you
It's a
see what
lovely-
everybody else is doing.
it's a lovely day.
It's
a great present for somebody as well who loves it, you know.
It is. The amount of people that
introduce them
come
to
and
it.
say, I've had the kit for ages and I'm scared to open it. Well,
yes, that
come
gets
on
said
a
a lot.
course and
Exactly.
you'll be fine.
When I'm doing the Rocks Academy as well, I mean, they're only once monthly, but I learn, because people ask me questions, I think, I don't know the answer to that, but I will find out.
Yeah.
Or they tell me some fact, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, so exactly that. They're brilliant.
you do
brilliant.
learn.
And it's
Never
lovely to
stop
meet you. Lovely to meet you. So thank you, Christina. Any questions you've got, don't forget about the resin. Or did Sabina text us back? She was okay with the answer there about baking? We think we're all right on that. We didn't hear any more. Sabine,
Right.
sorry. I've called her Sabine. Sabine. Oh, she said thank you for the tip.
Okay.
And she's going to attempt it in the oven. Put the
Good,
thermometer in
let
the
me know.
oven. She says thanks for the tip. She's going to check the temperature in the oven. She said didn't make big beads. I made flat pendants. My beads are okay. Oh, good. Her beads are okay.
That's probably you've made them too thin then. Probably the other way around. I bet they're quite floppy. You need a couple of layers of clay really to make them
That
quite
could be
substantial.
it. Yeah. Oh, that's
Could be
interesting. So thanks for texting us back because hopefully we've answered that now. The flat piece. So maybe just a bit thicker then is the answer.
Yeah.
We've had a text from someone who actually hasn't started the polymer clay yet.
Oh right. Okay.
Oh, this was it. Yeah, the smell issue. Now we mentioned at the start of the show. She says,
Yes.
when you're baking it in the oven, does it smell? Does it make the house smell? Do we have
No,
to? Obviously, the fire alarms
oh,
off.
absolutely not. Absolutely. I mean, I have a small oven in the tiny meeting room upstairs. Once everybody's in, it's full of people.
Yes,
and
it's
it's
tiny.
going all day. And I don't think I've ever noticed.
No,
the
I've
smell,
never
really.
noticed the smell.
It has got a slight odour when you first bake it. You do notice it, but
There's
no,
nothing-
it doesn't smell.
There's nothing toxic. There's nothing
No.
overpowering in there.
Not at all.
In
not
fact,
at
it's
all.
the opposite. If you don't want your beads to get an odour from your oven, you said wrap them in
Yes.
foil.
If you've got an old roasting tin, and I'm sure we've all got a roasting
Yeah.
tin that's past its best, put the baking tray or foil dishes, whatever you cook your beads in, inside the roasting tin, and like a tent of foil over the top. And just in case you overcook them or you forget they're in the oven, you know, if you burn it, yes, it's going to smell, but then if you burn toast, it smells.
Exactly.
Whatever you burn,
my
it
breakfast
smells.
this morning, everything smelled.
So it's not going to have an overpowering smell, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Hope that answers. So keep your texts coming, keep asking the question, 60777. We're here to help. More to see. Start your text though, JM Studio, because otherwise it won't come to us. It'll be lost in the ether of Textland. Now, one of the special kits, the garden kit that Debbie's got today. Show me that beautiful necklace, Debbie. Indulge me,
one?
darling,
This
because you
one?
are going to show us how to do the flowers. It's coming up very, very soon, and this is one of the creations. Yeah. But first, so Debbie can get all the bits together for that kit, 'cause I think that's what we're going to concentrate on. We'll look at some flowers with you, if that's all right. Was there anything else that you needed to mention as people are making the resin with us, darling?
No, just to get all your moulds ready and
'Cause we're gonna
your
come to that.
resin ready, and we'll get going very soon on that.
We will indeed. So we're going to come to the garden kit with Debbie after this, but first I'm going to bring you a brand new 3-strand bundle. So if you walk this way with me, I'll be back to see you in a
Okay.
moment. And we will get to see how to make those gorgeous flowers. It's fantastic. It's like a beautiful bouquet for a bride, that. It's just fantastic. Oh, look, it's all set up and ready. But you know what would work so beautifully with it? Not only those gold findings that I will launch soon as well at a very special introductory price, but the lovely greens and purples and blues of the fluorite. Now this is a wonderful bundle. A wonderful bundle. Have a little look. 3 amazing sets of shapes there. 3 amazing sets of shapes. Now a lot of our fluorite we get from Arizona. A lot of seen at the Tucson Fair in Arizona every year. And we want to bring you the best finds for your quality jewellery. Now this is your banded, your zebra fluorite, if you like, because you're getting a lovely mix. You're getting the beautiful violet purples, the Rose de France purples. You're getting the lovely teal greens. You've got a lovely softness, a pastel softness to the colour. It was first discovered most recently, well, I say not first discovered, most recently there was another discovery in China. And under incandescent light, you really see the most beautiful, beautiful colours. I mean, we've been amazed with the quality we've been able to source for you. And everyone's been waxing lyrical about the beauty of fluorite when they see it, because they can't believe that the one strand is all the same gemstone. But that's why it's known as the world's most colourful gemstone. I mean, just look at the difference here between those two. I'm just picking out 2 random gems there. Just look at that for colour. That really beautiful bright green, I mean, it just fluoresces, the abundance of fluorescence, which means it glows under the UV ray light, and then that purple there. And then you get sometimes a mix between the two, some banding there between the purple and then, oh, I mean, just look at, you can actually see the glowing, the purple and the green glowing within the gemstone there. Just amazing, just gorgeous. And that, it's mesmerising in its beauty, isn't it? Now these are the big, gorgeous puffy squares, 10mm, 280 carats. It just glows effortlessly under the light. Now we're going to have a bit of naughtiness now. A bit of naughtiness with this. Oh yes, so be prepared to bounce. Remember to read out the code as well. Then we've got the lovely button fluorites, the puffy coins, the 8mm. And again, I'm thinking to the first kit, and you saw me wearing a piece from the third kit. They are purple dominated, but wouldn't it look fantastic? This would look gorgeous with the Neptune Garden. This would look fantastic with the first and the third kit. Just amazing, just amazing. But we've also got 150 carats of the 10x7, oh, rectangles. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm having a chat with Jack. He's telling me secrets. There's naughtiness going on in the studio. Naughtiness. That's what we're going to do with these 3-strand pack. I love the shapes. So we've got the coins, the rectangles, and we've got the lovely puffy squares. And look at that banding. They are glowing here in the studio. Violet, purple, lovely mint green. Just gorgeous. And see them in the natural sunlight. And I can feel the weight. I'm just adding up there. 310, 590. Oh, are you going to offend me now, Dee? She's going to offend me now, because this is a very precious gemstone. This is a beautiful, beautiful, blessed, ornamental, highly prized gemstone. 3 amazing strands, 590 carats. You see, that would be amazing just for 1 strand. That's under £6 a strand. And Debbie was on about, you know, how she was complimented on the labradorite she was wearing. I know Tina gets a lot of questions asked about this when she displays the fluorite in her jewellery, because people can't believe it's one singular gem type with so much variation between the teals to the mints to the violets and the purple amethyst purples. Code is WTGC73, WTG for Gertie, C for camera 73. $17.95, working out at under £6 a strand. An absolute steal for 590 carats. And let me just place that in the Neptune Garden. Let me just very briefly, this is the kit that Debbie's been working with. But if you have a little look, it is coming up next, but I'm just going to place the fluorite in your eye line so you can just see. This is gorgeous, and obviously it's the green and gold dominated. But let's just introduce that little splash of fluorite and see. I mean, I just think that finishes it beautifully. It takes it to another dimension. Wouldn't that be fabulous with that kit? Just amazing. Just make sure you get both, because it's a gorgeous kit in itself, a very special put together bundle. But this offer and the fluorite with that first kit, our Legends kit, you know, I'm thinking of the purple amethysts, the hematite, mix it in with our today, which also has the purple, lots of purple ribbon in that lovely kit as well that we've seen in that resin pendant I was wearing earlier with the macrame silks as well. Just gorgeous, and under £6 a strand, and the quality of those strands, because there is such amazing clarity in the gems. They're just glowing. You can actually see the temporary thread through the gemstones because the gem quality is just so precious, so beautiful. And it's gorgeous to see that transition between the purple and, you know, the bluish greens there as well. Just gorgeous. Really pretty clarity there. Really pretty. Look at the glow. Fabulous. I have an amazing bundle for you. So that's your 3-strand pack, a sensational offer for today and today only for 24 hours. So one to take advantage of. Make sure you don't miss out. And I will bring you the gold findings, the gold-plated silver findings as well. Well, Neptune Garden, but it's actually called the Fruit Cocktail Polymer Clay Kit. I don't know why, Neptune Garden, where did I get that from? It reminds me of the Garden of Eden. I think it was the greens in there. Neptune Garden, I don't know, absolutely no idea. Right, you are getting a lot in this fruit cocktail. It's a jamboree of the polymer clay, pieces that you'll need, gemstones that you'll need, and how to make a fabulous, fabulous set of designs like Debbie has got set up for us in a moment. So let's take you through what you're getting in the kit. I'm going to start with the agate pendants, because you actually get a mixture of these. These are the beautiful greens, banded, ovals and rounds. You get 6 different sizes there, and these are the green agate pendants. And each one averages about 18 carats, 8 carats, 10 carats. You've got a 20 by 30 millimeter oval. You've got a 2 centimeter round. You've got a 2 by 15 millimeter flat oval, 8 carats each. You're getting 2 that are 10 carats, the round pendants that are 2.5, because I'm saying 2 of everything because we've also got the yellow agate as well. So when I'm saying 2, you're getting 2 of the rounds. This is very, very limited, this lovely bundle, this lovely limited edition. So when I'm saying 2, you're getting 2 of all of those, the yellow, the banded, and that sort of teal green, that lovely teal green. So the big ones, the oval and the big rounds, they're 18 carats each. And then, sorry, 9 carats each. And then the flat oval rounds, these little ones are 8 carats each, drilled at the top. And then the yellow rounds and the little green rounds, these are 10 carats each. Beautiful. So 12 in total. That's just part of the actual kit. So let's just put those back because there's just so much going on here. And this is a very limited edition bundle because you can see the gemstone strands there as well. You're also getting this beautiful, beautiful pre-night faceted puffy coins, the 10 millimeter, and this is 140 carats. The apple green, beautiful glow. We rarely see the pre-night. Majority of it, 90% of our stock comes from Australia. Very rare gemstone, very valuable gemstone. Apple jade, they sometimes call it. You know, sometimes gems have certain misnomers where they're called something else, but essentially it's wrong. This is actually pre-night, named after Colonel Henry von Preen, the first gem to be named after a person. It's a beautiful, gentle apple green, and it is prone to those little grass flecks of illusions, but here we've chosen a strand. There is the odd little speck, but the majority of the gems are very, very clean. And again, it's like your fluorite has that visibility of almost glowing from within. A beautiful, beautiful precious gem. Used a lot in modern jewellery. Had a real resurgence again in 2000, in this last decade, in the 21st century, with the popularity of it rising again in the jewellery, and the price is rising. But then you've also got the beautiful clear lemonade bubble 4 millimeter rounds of your yellow quartz. This is honey gold. Look at that pastel beauty. Can you see why I was up in the garden there with these gorgeous colours? 40 carats. Then I've also got, when the pre-night is cut into the 8mm plain rounds, so there is less light travelling through the flatter coin surface, and that wonderful checkerboard faceting. I mean, that checkerboard faceting was introduced in the 1990s as a result of a designer's fancy cut. And then all of a sudden, the checkerboard was seen on so many lapidarists' cut gems. It's amazing, isn't it, how fancy cut can suddenly change the world of gems. And that was only from the 1990s. So you checkerboard there, but then you've got these lovely rounds, these 8mm rounds, 190 carats. And there is a semi-translucency, a semi-transparency there of the actual pre-night. Now, you've noticed that there is also some Sculpey clay. Yes, indeed, there is the ecru block of the Sculpey clay. This is what Debbie's used with the flowers. And there is the Spanish olive colour. Yeah, Spanish olive colour. So you get the 2 blocks of the polymer clay as well. 57 grams, those blocks each. You also get our gorgeous cutters. 25 multi-piece shape cutter set. Now I'm just going to have to put the gems down to hold all of these up because we've got some great shapes here to play with. And it's a 24-piece set. So we've got the stars. I just know everybody is going to love the stars. Yeah. Set of 5 there, 5 different shapes. We've also got the hearts, set of 5. We've also got the really pretty flowers, set of 5. The lovely traditional penduloque shape. Yeah, set of 5. And your very traditional, large, cylindrical rounds. So 25 piece, I think I said 24, 25 because there's 5 in each of those fantastic cutters. Plus, you actually get your organza bags as well, but in a green shade, a very lovely green shade. You get 10 of these are the larger elongated bags, the lime green organza bags, 11.5 centimetres. You still get your purple and your black large and small, okay? You still get your purple, but you get 10 of those extra organza bags. You get 50 metres of the gold coloured wire reel and 6 clear metres of your clear elastic. So the gold coloured, because the findings in this pack are gold plated silver, and there you have it on the screen. The findings are gold plated silver. So eye pins, head pins, shepherd hooks, and don't forget that little extra that I'm bringing you later of the gold plated silver, and 3 bolt ring clasps and the 10 crimp beads. There hasn't been a lot of the gold-plated silver. We've had the gold-plated copper because we want to bring you more variety and affordability in your kits. But when you want the noble precious metals, when you want that really austere beauty of having gold-plated silver for those expensive pieces, or for those pieces you're going to keep yourself, or for future pieces that you want on show, then it's just gorgeous in your jewellery. So this is called the Fruit Cocktail Polymer Clay Kit. It's a very limited edition put together bundle. We've thought of the specific elements that you're going to need to create gorgeous jewellery, and indeed Debbie's done exactly that, which she'll show us in a moment. So let's launch it right now. Code is WEGC68. All bundled together for an unfathomable $59.95. Now it seems like an outlay at the beginning, but when you think you've literally got a kit, and we've just had a kit today for £30 on the show, haven't we? You've literally got a kit with the 3 strands, the gold-plated silver findings, and your gold-coloured wire and elastic. There's your kit. But added to that, and that's gold-plated silver, remember, so extra expense in there. Added to that, you've got your 10 lime green organza bags. Added to that, you've got your 12 pendants in the green and the gold. Added to that, you've got your set of 25 gorgeous cutters. Yeah. Added to that, you've got your 2 packs of your polymer clay. So adding it all up, massive, massive saving, but bundled together down to under £60. So when you think our normal kits, you've got the, you know, like I said, £30 there anyway, but all those hidden extras there as well. I think our cutters, how much were our cutters earlier, Debbie? Just the 12 pack, were they about tenner, darling. I'm
Yes, I
trying to
think
remember.
so, yes.
Yeah. Well, this is double that because you got 25. So even if you were just saying £20 for the cutters, then so we're already at £50, aren't we? But then we've got, you know, 12 agate pendants. We've got 2 blocks of the polymer clay. We've got the extra organza bags. And the difference in this kit is the gold-plated silver. So there's a lot more going on here, and I think we should go and see what's going on in Debbie's corner. She's ready for us, and have a look at the designs, because they are sensational. Your fruit cocktail polymer clay kit, WEG C68, especially created for today's show for Debbie, and the theme of what the show is all about. And this is what you can make. Wow, 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 you have been busy. Goodness me. Well, you know where my eyes caught straight away. Look at this. It's like your beautiful bouquet on a lovely wedding cake. It's just sensational. Isn't that? I love those intricate leaves. So pretty. And you've integrated the gold pendants there. Is that through your skimming through the getting the colour mix there?
That's right.
Look at that. Little stamens there, like a rare orchid, isn't it? And then obviously your little beads, lovely little double weave there, the pre-night. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Did it take a long time?
No, not really. It took me a night to do it, really. To make them, bake them, and then put it all together.
So light.
I know.
I don't know why I expected it to be.
Yes.
You know, the cake ones are heavier than that. Do you know what I mean? The little iced cake ones.
I just enjoyed doing that. I mean, it is. Whether it's something somebody actually would wear like that, I don't know. But that sort of feature, you could put it on a hair piece.
Oh, on a hair.
Or on a handbag if you're going to a wedding, you know, something like a corsage to put. I just think that's really pretty.
It's so eye-catching.
Thank you.
So stylish.
And I didn't want to use the pendants as pendants. I wanted to use them as something completely different.
Yes.
And I just had some scrap clay left over from another project that had the green and the beige in and a bit of white, so I just did the other necklace just to use the rest of the pendants.
And here it is here. Beautiful fusion of design elements here. Like you said, you just hung the pendants independently, either from a ball head pin or weaved them into the design. Love this lovely layered look, this tiered look at the bottom there, gorgeous. And then your made little sort of twisty cones there.
They're just out of scrap clay. I did that quickly last night, actually. I just about finished everything at about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and then panicked and had to put everything together.
Me.
But
love these as well. If we go further up, can you see the little squishy donuts?
They're literally just little circles.
Nothing's wasted.
No, they're the corners of the cane that I'd left over. I thought, right, I've got to use it all.
Isn't that fantastic?
But really, the feature piece is the necklace. And the only things I've added, well, 3 things I've added there, really, was a little bit of lemon, of the cadmium lemon yellow that's on the website, but a tiny slither of that.
Oh,
went a
right.
long way.
Yeah.
Some white clay and a bit of black.
Well, if we've got our black and our white clay anyway in our store,
that's right.
those big blocks that we showed you earlier, we're okay, we're good to go. And we did have that lovely bundle as well of the 16 packs of the polymer clay. And then the earrings you've brought beautiful match in with that little leaf motif. I'm intrigued about that leaf.
Anyone who's been on the beginner's course knows that you can get loads of earrings out of just a few pence of clay. Making earrings like that, it's a very good money spinner.
And then using 2 of those pendants. Well, keep saying pendants, but they're not really. They're just another addition, whether there's dangles or drapes or earrings.
That's right.
And then a lovely use of those gorgeous pre-nights. That leaf, it's almost like a leaf weave, but not.
It's really delicate, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Honeycomb design there with a gold beading thread. Gorgeous. Okay, talk me through your flowers.
Okay, I've done a very, very tiny. And you were talking earlier about a Skinner blend.
Yes.
And a Skinner blend was invented by somebody called Skinner, amazingly enough. And a Skinner blend, you have to have a rectangle or a square of colours. It can be done two triangles put together, or 3 colours as I've done here. And you have to, as Fee and I were talking earlier, we had a question from a lady last time I was on, why does it end up with all one colour?
Yeah, why does it all merge together
That's
and just
right.
make a big pastel shade?
Well, these 3 colours should be folded like so, okay? Not that way, should be folded like so. And if I put that through my clay roller now, if I it into the machine. I'm only putting it through on number 1, which is the thickest, and put it through a couple of times. I've only done a tiny bit of it because I just want a tiny little cane. I'm going to move that now to number 4. Once more, and you'll see the colours starting to blend.
Again, you're folding it continuously the same way.
The same way. You keep folding it the same way. Okay, so you've then got your blends from the white through to the dark green. Now the problem was the lady who called in had then folded it the other way, which means it just goes to one colour. So you keep having to fold it the same way, okay, until it gets to, I mean, if you like it like that, leave it.
Depends how blended you want it to be.
Exactly, and I always think if you use turquoise white and like a navy blue, it looks like the horizon, you know, it looks absolutely stunning, and it's nice to have the bands. So it depends what you're looking for. So just put that down, and here's one that I did earlier that I'm going to make a leaf from. Now, a leaf, you want the light part to be in the centre of the leaf and the dark on the outside. So
why is that?
Rather than, because that's just how nature is.
There we go.
That's just how it
tends
to crumble from the outside in. That is the law of nature. Oh dear. So I'm going to, rather than roll it, I'm going to concertina it. Go backwards and forwards. I'm going to fold it, okay, like that. So you end up with the light on one side and the dark on the other. All right. Now I'm going to wrap that. This is an easy way of doing a leaf. Easy, easy, easy way. I may have done this before, and I apologise if I repeat it, but it is a good one.
We like the repetition. There's lots of new people watching today as well, Debbie.
Good. And the way to make it smaller is you pull it. Just pull and stroke the clay, and if it starts to crumble, don't worry. I'm going to cut that in half and put the two together, like that. Okay, and cut it in half again. This is what we do on the beginner's course.
And you're making sure that all the white is at the top and all the green is at the bottom.
All the light there, that's it. And make it into more of a square. I'm going to cut that one in half again and just cut the scrap off the end. Now, take your piece of acrylic, and this is a piece of acrylic that was in the resin kit. And you want to place your stripes so they're pointing into, not like that, like that, into the piece of acrylic. And you push, whoops, wrong way around, the light side to the acrylic. Okay. Push. So this part of the top leaf fond goes to the acrylic. And do the same the opposite side. The light portion towards the acrylic and push. If I take this off the acrylic, put it together. Like so. Whoops,
magic.
Other way up. Like so. That's it. I'm just going to cut that in half.
That's our leaf.
And you have a leaf. Now that is the easiest way that I know of making a leaf. The easiest way I know. Now, I'm going to put together a flower. So if I put that to one side a moment.
That's exactly what you've done with this.
That's it. I'm going to take a flower, and I want a centre first for my flower. So I'm just using any scrap really, it doesn't really matter what's in the centre. Do you want to do one?
Go on then.
Carol did the other day.
Yeah, go on then. So
there's your centre of your flower.
There's the centre of your flower.
Right. Now I'm using the cutters that are in this kit. The tiny little cutters. I've already got these ready, but I'll show you what I've done. Take the cutter, cut out your shape, and this is the tiniest, and you flatten the edge, like that. Pinch the end, turn it over, and pull the petal back. Can you see you've now got a petal shape?
Like a little trumpet.
That's it. Okay, and that's your petal. Now the centre of your flower, I've just squashed a piece of clay, like that. You can either do a centre like this. Let me show you these two. You can do the centre like that, or you can do a centre like these, like a rose. Which one would you rather do?
Right.
Whatever you do, I'll do the opposite.
If I show you, because there's the centre like that, but then there's the centre like that.
It's just got...
I'll do the squidgy one.
The squidgy one, I'll give you that then.
All right.
Right, roll that up. If I show you with this one, roll that, like that. Into
Like a tube.
Okay? And I'll do the other one. I will hold... Yeah? Now take your leaves, You've got 5 leaves there because nature does everything in odd numbers. And
Why?
I don't know.
This is the law of nature.
Yes. And start to place it, same as I'm doing, place them around the centre. Other way round. So the petal
like
faces
a flower. Crying out loud, Fiona.
that way.
Yeah.
That's it. So they're facing. Yeah? And keep going round with your petals one at a time. Okay? That's it.
I've had a lot of nice comments about your flower necklace, which I'll read in a moment.
Thank you.
Mine's a very open flower, this one.
It's fine. I'm not watching what I'm doing, I'm watching what you're doing, so.
I wouldn't do that.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Now look at that, isn't that a lovely flower?
look at that.
There you go, and there are 2 different looks to the flowers, one with a dark centre. Oh, isn't that beautiful? That's lovely.
Gorgeous.
See how simple they are?
That's beautiful.
So how simple. So what you do then, if I can take your flower and I'll
Yeah.
bake this for you when I get home.
Yay.
Is cut the back off with your blade, and then you can either put a pin or a cocktail stick through the back, and then that's ready for threading. And there's your lovely flower.
That's fantastic.
That's gorgeous. And then if you wanted to, take a leaf.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, I'll do it on mine actually.
Look.
And you can pop the leaves coming out at the back of your flowers. Okay, you can put 2 or 3 of those if you want to.
Isn't
There we
that
go.
gorgeous? Debbie, we've had so many fantastic
Oh,
comments on the
Oh,
Facebook.
how
I mean,
lovely.
there's a good 53. I'll be here all day reading these. Simply gorgeous, simply stunning. I want to touch them and look so real. Gorgeous, stunning. Wow, 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 wow. Amazing, superb. How beautiful, Debbie.
So my head's
wow,
getting bigger. I won't be able
says
to get out the
Helen.
door.
Jennifer, amazing, but looks extremely complicated. Wow, beautiful, stunning. OMG, that's beautiful. Wow, 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 wow. Linda Stevens says, amazing, Debbie. Stunning, stunning, beautiful creations. Sylvia Mawson says, this is way out of my league.
No,
It's absolutely beautiful, Debbie. We need you at our bead meet, Jurassic Coast, Jewellery Makers and beautiful sunny Dorset.
Oh, right.
The excuse
Heard
to go
about
and
that,
visit. When I grow up, I want to be half as good as Debbie. And Karen Jameson, loving the show. You're so clever, Debbie. I mean, that's just a few I've read out there,
Oh,
darling.
thank you ever so much.
They are
You've seen
loving
how
it.
easy it is to make these flowers. That it is so simple.
So
I've done
effective.
these at children's parties, you know, and then they do them beautifully. And you can do them really big. You can keep going round and round and round like a rose.
I like the idea of the
And-
hair, wearing it in your hair like
Yes.
a corsage.
Put these
And
onto a
there's-
little grip or something.
Yeah.
They're really, really pretty.
I guess a little grip. Do you know how much you pay for those little ornamental grips? And those on the
I
end,
mean, this
just
must
2.
cost less than a penny, I suppose,
Yeah.
to make
So
something like
pretty,
that. And
Debbie.
they are really firm once they're baked. They're not
Yeah.
going to break or crack or anything. They're fine.
Because that's what you'd be afraid of. You just think they look so delicate, but they're so light. That's
are.
the other deceptive thing about them. When I lifted that necklace, I think I was expecting the weight like you'd do on a cake decoration, because they weigh
I
a
know,
lot, don't they?
they
They're
do.
iced.
They do.
But so light, so beautiful. So it being a big hit, but
Good.
this is a limited edition. But anyway, aside from this great kit that we put together, this is a great technique, isn't it, for the polymer clay?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we can
learned
utilise
it,
this no matter
absolutely.
what.
We learned this on the Millefiori course that was
Yeah.
on to last week. And we went through lots of different ways of doing flowers, and also how to get the flowers, but to actually get the little colours on the inside. Here's one that I made earlier.
Oh, I love this.
That's the same, but you can see I've blended
Yeah.
pink and white together. So rather than having it plain, it can just look completely
Oh,
different.
look
And
at
this for a
that.
little girl.
Big
you know,
girl.
on a-
They're my
or
little
a big
girls.
girl
Big girls like
onto
myself.
a hair
yeah.
slide. Whoops.
Yeah.
Onto a hair slide or something.
So pretty.
I mean, how pretty would that be?
that is
Yeah,
gorgeous.
really, really
gorgeous, Debbie.
It doesn't have to be brightly coloured. Black and white looks just as good. You can make lots of little flowers.
Debbie, we're going to show how to get involved with that exact same workshop, darling.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come back to give you time, honey, to set up with our second brand new kit today, which is amaze balls, quite frankly, for the money, and a great one for starters like yourself. Hope you enjoyed that demonstration. More to see with Debbie. Keep your texts coming. Thank you for all your lovely comments. It's great.
you.
And this is what it's all about, the interaction between you and us. We'll be right back with our second new kit after this.
Want to advance your polymer clay techniques? Then why not come and join us on our new Millefiori course? Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through numerous techniques for creating flowers and leaves, from simple daisy canes to elaborate floral pieces. If you're looking to create unique handmade jewellery, then this is the course for you. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters, and take a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, and all for just $67.95. For details on course dates and availability, contact our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Come and join in the fun with guest designer and resin expert Claire John as she teaches you all the fundamentals of working with resin. This one-day workshop will introduce the colourful world of resin techniques to jewellers and crafters alike. Resin has been used in modern jewellery for over 40 years and has come a long way in that time. It can be used as cold enamel and for making solid resin pieces. In this workshop, you will primarily learn about cold enamel and will make at least 3 pieces. Firstly, you will be shown how to mix clear resins and transparent coloured resins. You will also embed photos, beads, fabric, dried flowers and other materials. The finishing touch will be to learn how to put a doming layer on your work. And you will find out how to use resin without needing expensive equipment and learn all the tricks of the trade to overcome any problems. This workshop is suitable for beginners or for those who wish to refresh their skills. Participants will also get the use of all the tools, a buffet-style lunch, refreshments, and a tour of the new studios and meet some of the presenters and a chance to visit our brand new Gemstone Museum. All for this fantastic price. Call the on-screen number now and book your place early to avoid disappointment. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back. It's our second new kit of the day and it is a fabulous feature kit and it's a great one for the starters, obviously, just because it's even more affordable. And a few of you have been asking when I'm going to launch the lovely gold-plated silver findings. After I've done this kit and we've had a brief discussion with Debbie about her beautiful designs, I will launch those as well because they would look fantastic with this if you want to go down the silver or indeed the gold-plated route. Alrighty, it's called Rose Garden and it's a fabulous feature of gemstones and one of my favourites again that we don't tend to see so much, but I love it when you integrate it in your designs. It's the lava rock, but I'm going to start with the pretty shell pearl because the colours are just so pastel pretty, and just thinking of Debbie's flowers there and those colours that we just saw in, again I want to call it Neptune Garden, but it wasn't called that at all. What was it called? The Fruity Cocktail, the Fruity Cocktail. The memory kit thing's gone. That was just that one day only, never to be repeated again. We've got the rose pink, the Rhapsody violet blue, the lovely bronze there as well. These are the shell pearl, and there's a gorgeous, gorgeous strand, a lovely, lovely mix there. The plain 12mm rounds, your coral it's called, but I think it's more pink myself. The bronze and the gold. So they're 3 different colours there, gorgeous. That's your first strand. And then we've got the iridescent dark green faceted shell rounds as well. Now these almost have a mystic coating on them. That's why we've got the word iridescence. It's showing a rainbow sheen over the surface, like the iridescence you see on pearls themselves, on the pearlescence. So it's like almost like, you know, what you expect from the mystic coating. It's not quite translating. There's a lovely shine there that you're seeing, but here in the studio I can see turquoises, blues, greens. You know when you get that surface on a mystic that's like a bubble? Yeah, it's not quite translating on camera there, but it's definitely there. Definitely one to hold and see personally with your 30-day money-back guarantee. Love those. They almost look hematite-like, but they're actually a dark, dark bottle green shell. You've also got the lava rock, the puffy coins. These are 18mm. And I can feel that the porous nature of the lava rock has actually been stabilised, has actually been waxed. Because I remember when we first started, I think the lava rock wasn't stabilised, and sometimes it would leave residue and powder on the surface and on your hands, and you'd feel like, oh, it's starting to crumble. But these are stabilised now, so there's kind of that resin on there as well that just stops that porousness. You can still see the element of that lovely texture in the lava rock, but it stops that residue and it keeps it a little bit sturdy for your jewellery. They're lovely and lightweight. Love seeing those in designs. And our fourth strand is our deep purple mauve. It's almost like a chocolate brown, but it's a very deep. The purple aventurine is not like the purple of my dress. It's more of a damson plum, you know, like the damson stone, like a brown purple. Yeah, and they are 10mm, and it works so beautifully with those bronze and lavenders of the shell rounds, and there's a lovely polish and shine to those gorgeous aventurines. Now, lots of extras in this fabulous kit. So I'm just, while we're looking at the close-up of those gorgeous, gorgeous strands, your iridescent dark shell 8mm, your lava rock 18mm, your aventurine 10mm, and your 12mm bronze, pink and lavender shell, the gold as well. This is code number FUG-C24. We've also got these extra organza pink bags. Yeah. So you do get your purple, you do get your black, but you get the extra raspberry organza pink bags, 10 of those. You also get organza ribbon, a real fuchsia magenta pink. This is raspberry organza ribbon, and you get 10 meters of those. You also get 4 of the ribbon cord ends. Now these are sterling silver, and you've got both ends. You've got the extender chain. So one end is the chain with the ribbon cord end. The other end is obviously the ribbon cord with a lobster clasp. Sterling silver. Sterling silver. So you've got the 2-inch extender chain, which is great for the necklaces, especially if you're making them, you don't know that. And also the different sort of necklines that you tend to wear. So the ribbon cord, you can use it on your suede, you can use it on leather. You don't have to just stick, you can just put it on the chain as well, or your beading thread. You've got the big sterling silver lobster claw clasp, the inch there, well, actually it should be the 2-inch of the chain, and both ends sterling silver. So lovely finish to your pieces there. You also get your clear elastic and your beading thread. 80 meters of the actual, 50 meters of the beading thread, 6 meters of clear elastic. But you also get 50 meters of the berry colored beading thread. And you also get pink, 6 meters of the pink elastic. So you get the silver beading thread, the berry coloured beading thread, 50 meters of both of those, 6 meters of the pink elastic, 6 meters of the clear elastic. Plus you do get the purple and the black organza bags, as well as those beautiful raspberry pinks. And you get loads of findings in this Rose Garden jewellery kit, as well as the silver cord ends. Now these are silver plated copper. It's the 100 pieces. It's the twist oval loop chain. 3 pairs of the shepherd hooks, 15 of the head pins, 15 of the crimp beads, 10 of the 7mm closed jump rings, 10 of the 4mm silver plated copper beads, 1 meter of the copper twist oval loop chain, silver plated of course, 10 of the eye pins, a pair of chandeliers, 20 of the crimp beads, heart toggle clasp, round toggle clasp, and a bolt ring clasp and jump ring. All silver plated copper. Sterling silver 4 ribbon cord ends, cherry pink elastic, magenta pink beading thread, 10 raspberry organza pink bags, 10 meters of the raspberry ribbon, plus your purple and your pink organza bag, plus your aventurine, your lava rock, your green shell faceted rounds with that iridescent coating, and your large 12mm pearly shell lavender pink golden bronze. Your strands. Now what can you expect for all of that? This is going to be such a hot offer. Start dialing now. FUGC24, because I know the price point we're going to, and it is a steal. Look at that! I know, did you expect it to be that low? Seriously, $19.95. Don't forget, get started, new jewellery makers. Get started with our free DVD. Get started with our free booklet, as well as demonstrations from our designers every day. Get our new hub. I mean, we play out the VTs, as we call them, the little visual idents in between the show to show you how to get involved, but it's all listed at the back. There's the monthly behind the work, wire work essentials, you know, a little bit of meeting the presenter. I think it's Vicky this month, sorry. How to get more of the organza bags, how to use the findings, bit of wire work, text number, emails, 3-strand pack offers. You know, we'll send you all that for free. Get a queue on that phone. Is that any surprise there, Debbie? No.
Absolutely not.
It's a bargain.
This is a bargain.
It's a bargain.
It is a bargain.
Great one for new buyers, isn't it? I mean,
Oh
you're not
gosh, you
spending
do
the nerve,
so
and you've
much.
got loads.
I know, you can do so much with that.
Indeed, and we're gonna go to Debbie in a moment, and I'll tell you what we'll do, Debbie. Choose me a very simple technique. It doesn't even have to be something you've done. Just something for starters. Is that something possible? Just something so basic that we can really get everybody involved today, darling. Because I know your designs are very simple with the threading.
Yep.
I'm quite intrigued with, it's a really simple one idea, but I'll show you in a moment. It's the chain between the shell. But I just love that because it's just so fashionable. It's everything you see in the designer jewellery, but in the faux, in the shops, like your high street shops that we love to shop in. Under £20, FUG C24. It's a favourite of mine. My sister's got like a door full. I kept saying, I'll make you some, but I just don't get the time. But this is exactly what she wears, and this is what exactly I love this. And you've chosen the pinks of the purple.
I think they just go together really
don't
well,
they?
don't they?
The purple of venturine and the pinks.
Really a dusky pink and...
Yeah, an antique rose pink. And you see so much like this, and you could be paying £15 for that.
I know, you could. Well, you could, quite honestly, yes.
But yours are real
Quite right.
gems.
That's right.
And silver-plated copper. Now, I asked a very simple question. How did you get your chain going through? What did you do to connect your...
Shall we show you? Let me get a couple of beads out of here.
Lovely.
Out of this one. Now, I have to say, I had loads of ribbon and I didn't use it in this kit because I've got it in another kit later.
That's, to be fair, you saw me wearing it in the resin design.
Exactly.
And we featured it heavily in the third kit. So we won't concentrate on the ribbon, but if you want to see ribbon ideas, join me for the third kit because you can certainly utilise that in this kit.
That's right. Oh, here they are. Me looking in the wrong bag.
That's all right. I'll carry on looking at your designs. There's this beautiful design. Now, I showed you this one earlier. This was using the translucent clay, and we are going to use some of the Lisa Pavelka transfers. And she just aged it. How did you say you aged it again?
With some alcohol inks. And you can use acrylic paints. You can use eyeshadow.
Oh, really? Yes. Wow. And then that's just using some of the foils as well. Some of the edges of the foils, those little leftover bits. All those transfers. The call centre knows they're $5.95, and we'll talk about those again later. Then you've done a lovely weave with the shell, down to the gold and the bronze. The lava rock just works so fantastically in this design.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's nice to have the
very
contrast.
underestimated.
Yeah, actually.
You know, understated and underestimated.
Yeah.
And then your bracelet, that's
I just went bananas with that, actually.
Love that. Again, the antique rose pink. And is that like a little tassel flower?
Yes.
Gorgeous. And then this bracelet, the chain with the lava rock as a feature.
I had one bead left, and I thought, what can I do with that? So I just put an eye pin through and wound the eye pin round. A couple of eye pins round I had left over, and just
attached it either end.
The chain.
And then this bracelet
has beads made from the same scrap. I just had a little bit of translucent left over, and some of the transfers, it doesn't match when you put them onto the clay. That actually makes them look quite nice.
Yeah.
Just to pull in the colours, really.
Shows that you can just make your polymer match anything, any kit, any outfit. And again, this being such a feature, we concentrate on this sort of style earlier, weren't we?
That's exactly the same as you did earlier, which is why I did it. You did the square with a square put in the centre, And then there's 2 types of resin put in there. There's a gold and a black.
And you've
resin.
textured your frame on that
I
one.
have, yes, using the texture sheets.
Which ties in beautifully with the texture of your lava rock.
It does. I mean, you can make lava rock beads out of clay,
Yeah.
just by putting rock salt in them
Really?
and then baking it. And the rock salt, then you put in water and it dissolves and it like lava rock. So
And
if
then
you
that
run
would
out
leave
of lava
pitted.
rock,
Of course it would.
it
It would
looks
leave the
the same.
pittedness.
yeah.
That's genius.
You don't quite get the sheen though. You
No.
you don't get the proper finish, but if you can.
You want to emulate that look, that porous look.
Yeah.
Right, darling, back to
Okay.
something simple.
You want to see how
I
to do
do.
that. Okay.
I
right,
know
I'm
you
going
might
to
know at
take-
home, but
No, for
I'm
beginners,
starting
why
from
not?
a total beginner's
Absolutely.
viewpoint.
I'm going to take 1 bead and 1 eye pin. And the difference between an eye pin and a head pin, one has an eye as a hole, and the head pin has a little ball, which is like a little head. Okay, see that? That's an eye pin, you can see through it. All right, so that I'm going to put one of the lovely pearls. I do like the size of these pearls.
Yeah,
they're
they're
beautiful.
lovely. A little bit bigger than the 10, aren't they? They're just a bit
Absolutely.
nicer.
Now there's ways to make your jewellery, you know my usual saying, make it look handmade, not homemade. I'm real funny about getting things finished properly. So put your eye so it's sideways and push your pin out to the centre, because then it's going to be curled back the same way. You don't want it off at different ways, you want it to look uniform. Now I'm going to take it with my other hand and cut a small piece off. Now the way I measure my eye pins is against the stripe on the side of the beading tray. If you put where you've bent it right on the edge and you cut it at the end of that dark line, you know they're all going to be the same length.
Now they're $1.95, those beading trays, I'm pretty sure. So if you want to ask the course order and you're new
That's
and you want to
right.
start today,
Oh, they're
so
essential.
versatile for stopping
Oh.
gems rolling off
Absolutely,
and
I've got piles of them at home.
keeping components separate and measuring
Really
as Debbie
good.
just did. Ask the call centre.
So take hold of the end of your wire. People hold their pliers in different ways, but there's no right or wrong way. It depends how you like to hold it. So bend your wire over and make sure they're facing the same way. Now that's slightly off centre, so I'm just going to use my other pliers just to pull it into line. So you can see they're both facing the same, exactly the same size. Okay. Now, how do you open that? You made a lovely loop, now you're going to ruin it. So people always say, why do I have to open it now? I've just made a loop. Hold the side of your pliers and open it like a door. You open, close, open, close. Don't pull it open because you'll never get it round again. So open it, take your chain and just loop the final loop, whoops, onto the open loop. Take your pliers and close. And if you've done the loop properly, it should look like a link on your chain.
Yeah.
Because funny enough, they are the same size.
It's seamless there because I couldn't even tell. I thought the entire chain sort of just nestled and you just sort of pulled it right to the end or something.
No. If you do the right size, it will just look like part of the chain. But you can also bake clay on your chain. So if you had a nice piece of a cane or one of those flowers or something, you could actually push it onto the chain, bake it, and take it out, and it sticks to the chain. So
Well, there you
can
go.
bake it. But that's the way to do that.
And that is the
Okay.
finishing product. And we've all seen necklaces like this
Oh yes,
in the shops.
absolutely.
But don't forget yours is real gems and silver-plated copper.
And you can make them really long and double them.
Oh
and,
yeah,
you know,
bib
beautiful.
them.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Less than 30 of this kit left. Less than
I'm not
30 of this kit left. There's
surprised.
no surprises there.
No.
Going like hotcakes. The Rose
lovely.
Garden jewellery kit, under £20. There's just so much in that kit. Great one for the regulars anyway, you know, and just fabulous for the new starters there as well. And great designs by Debbie. We'll get those uploaded on the website. I think it's time now to have another look at your designs on the Wall of Fame. We'll also then go to do the actual gold-plated silver finding. So if you wanted to take your route, especially with those gold shells.
Oh, that would look lovely.
Yeah, take it down
Really
the gold
lovely.
route as well. And, you know, you don't have to just stick with the finest we put in a kit. I'll launch those, and then we'll get ready to start the resin with Debbie. So let's look at your designs this week on the Wall of Fame.
is number 236. This is from Susan. It says, Susan from Stoke-on-Trent, first entry, well done. Made this with faceted rondelles. Yes, faceted rondelles, quartz crystal rounds and green leaves out of my stash. That is really, really beautiful. I love that. Springtime, summertime.
Yeah, those marquee shapes are fabulous, aren't they? I need a few, they're so striking.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Different shapes.
Lovely set here, and I love your finish on the back of the necklace.
I like that.
Lavender and the blue, number 238. This is Carol and Nuneaton, so not too far away at all. It's amethyst and faceted pearl choker and earrings from the Wall of Fame. She says, I'm new to jewellery making and loving your channel and the gorgeous stones. Thank you in anticipation. Carol from Nuneaton, good luck for Wednesday's prize draw. You're number 238, and keep those entries coming in because it's nice to see that you're new to us and being so successful in your designs.
Lovely. Very, very nice. This is number 237. This is from Linda in Bedford. This is my latest set for the Wall of Fame. The pearl bracelet is one of my favourite pieces. Isn't it gorgeous?
Those are lovely links.
They are nice. I made the wave bracelet with white quartz and hematite as an experiment to see if it would work with elastic, and it did. I have lots of confidence. And two different gems work so well together. I'm lucky that my daughters and granddaughters, Casey, who's 14, and Kira, who is 4, are all addicted to jewellery making and love Jewellery Maker. Thank you to the presenters and guest designers, and of course the wonderful assortment of gems and other goodies. Keep doing what you do, you're all so fab. Oh, thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda. Lovely compliments there. I'm glad you've got the granddaughters doing the jewellery making as well. This is Annette, and she says, I've been inspired to try wirework by your fantastic guest designers and my fellow jewellery makers in the Surrey Beaders group. New members welcome, find us on Facebook, so that's the Surrey Beaders group. She says, I'm still very much a novice, but this is my first attempt at handmade chain, made with copper wire and the dinky little zebra jasper hearts from a 6-strand bead box. Hope you like it, Annette, we love it. You're clearly very adept at that wire work, and hopefully it's the first of many attempts. In number 239, those hearts are gorgeous. I don't remember the hearts.
I do, those copper wire goes with everything.
Doesn't it?
Beautiful.
Alrighty, I'm going to leave Deborah to get set up, and I'm going to go and launch the gold-plated silver findings. Don't go anywhere, okay? We'll be right back after this.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Projects DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create the Skinner blend technique, how to use the extruder tool, how to make a 3-part necklace, and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
Hi, welcome back. Okay, we're getting ready for the resin. I know a few of you already got that last week. I know a few of you already getting it on the website. But I'm going to launch right now the fantastic gold-plated silver findings kit. It's going to be a very special bundle price. And just take you through what you're getting once more. The double slider bail, or the double slider connector, because you've got the double edges there to put 2 strands on and twist them or plait them. That is gold plated silver. You get 3 of the pretty flowers, and notice that they're drilled either side, but they've got that gorgeous, gorgeous texture on them as well. Can you see that at home? Yeah, so pretty. It's creating that lovely, there we go, on the close-up. You can really see that texture, just gorgeous. It really catches the light. You're also getting 20 of the sterling silver crimps, 20 of those. You're also getting your magnet flower connector. And this is an 8.5mm magnetic flower clasp. You're also getting 3 of your gold-plated silver bolt ring clasps and your jump rings. I love that flower clasp. It's so strong. Sometimes I can't. Yeah, I can barely undo them. You know, I'm trying to demonstrate how the magnet works. There's a magnet either side. Yeah, there's such power, and then it just locks into place like that. Just gorgeous. But the finish, it's just beautiful on them. And then you also get 10 of the head pins. Debbie was just describing the difference between the eye pin and the head pin. Well, I've got the head pins here. There's 10 of those, and they are the gold-plated silver ball head pins. Forgive me, I think I said 20. There's actually 30 of the gold-plated silver crimp beads. I apologise, 30. 3 rows of 10 there all laid out. That's my mistake. 30. I do apologise about that, 30. And you also get the heart toggle connector, gold-plated silver. The heart toggle connector. Now that all is including 49 pieces in total. It's called your Clasp Crazy Findings pack, and it all comes in your little organza bag, your black organza bag. So 49 individual pieces, 3 of the flower connectors that are 8mm, 3 of the bolt ring clasp with the jump rings, 1 magnetic flower clasp, 1 toggle heart clasp, 2 ring slider clasp, 1 of those, 10 of the silver ball head pins, 30 of the gold plated sterling silver crimp beads, and a small gift bag. All of this BBG P08 GGP, sorry, BB, B for Bertie, a B for Bernadette, G for Gertie, P for Percy, I don't know, 08. 08. You've got the whole lot there, the whole thing. 49 pieces. Here we go. All for under £20. Your 49 pieces of gold-plated sterling silver Clasp Crazy Findings pack. Massive, massive saving there. It's gold-plated sterling silver. Gold-plated sterling silver. Love these. Because the flower connectors, I like the way they've got the drill hole either side, and the luster of them is beautiful. You're making a saving of over £5. Making a saving of over £5. I mean, just to buy that individually, the finish, because that is, you can really feel how solid. I mean, Debbie just made you a beautiful polymer clay rose. Well, that you can feel how solid that silver is with the gold plating there. And that magnetic clasp, I mean, you know, even if you just said £5 for that would be brilliant. Then you've got 3 of your bolt rings there with the jump rings. So it's like that in that last kit, you know, you could turn that jewellery into your gold, silver jewellery there as well. Take it down a different route, a more luxurious route. Your slider clasps are really, really firm. Really, really firm. If you're looking to attach your ribbon to your clasp or your polymer clay pendants, you know, you've got the luxury. We don't do a lot of the gold-plated silver now. As you know, in our kits, is the gold-plated copper. But so for under £20, 49 pieces. What's the maths? What's 49 into £20? 49 into £20. It's about £2 each, isn't it? Not £2 each. 50p. 50p. Yeah, 50 into 20. Yeah. 40 pence? 40 pence? 40 pence for my lovely flower? I mean, obviously, it's different, isn't it? Because you're thinking, well, a crimp, Maybe should we say they're 20p each? And then we'll give you the flower for 80. It's ridiculous, isn't it? That's sterling silver and gold plated. And the head pins as well. And we've just used those beautifully in the links, because I've seen you connect and create chains out of these. They're 4 centimeters in length. That's about a 2mm ball at the top there. Perfect, as Debbie said as well, in your polymer clay, because we can bake these because it's baked at such a low temperature, and of course gold and your silver, it's such a noble precious metal. You'll be okay. Attach your toggle. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Under £20, 49, like I said, working out at about 40 pence each, but we're not equivocating that as the value of worth. It's a special offer for today and 24 hours only. Class Crazy Findings pack, that little hint of luxuriousness. And the beauty about the gold, I mean, silver does react with the sulfur in the air. This is why you should keep your silver in your little anti-tarnish bags, or keep a little silver polishing cloth around. But gold doesn't. Gold doesn't tarnish. So this will always, I mean, no, that's a problem. I don't mind that with the silver. I'll just get out my polishing cloth and away we go. But, you know, for the added luxury, for always retaining that lovely gleaming look, you've got your gold there on the silver, which is fabulous. And you think maybe 40p for that toggle, 40p for those flower spaces. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. We can be very economical with our jewellery making. Under £20. All we've got to do is dial the number. It's a free phone number, 0800 644 655. Speak to the customer service centre. Free phone number, and you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee as well with Jewellery Maker here. So once you've got it home, if you're not entirely satisfied, you've got your money-back guarantee. Alrighty, she's all ready. Are we ready, gorgeous? She's got all the moulds.
I think so.
All the resin.
I think so.
Now, we're actually going to launch the resin tomorrow. Hope you forgive me for that. We had a little change of plans. Excuse me. I'll tell you why. Little change of plan. It wasn't deliberate. It's because we've had a computer glitch. So although we can't launch today the starter resin pack, I know people are buying it on the web anyway. So well done to you. And I know people already got it last week anyway, Debbie. And I know people have already got it anyway. But we'll still take you through what you need to do, and then Debbie's doing part 2 of the show tomorrow, so hopefully the computer glitch will all be resurrected and fixed, and then you'll be able to just take us through what you get in that starter pack anyway. So for now, just assume that you've got your starter pack, or you can get it on the web right now, and we'll work with the components, but we will launch it tomorrow. So it'll be nice for you to see the techniques anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
And then think, well, tomorrow with Debbie, I can get the kit anyway.
That's right.
And see if you like what we're doing, see if it's something you'd like to start and do. Pop in on tomorrow's show if you haven't already got that resin kit. So darling.
Right, today we're going to prepare some of the moulds, if you've still got them at home. I hope you've got them all out ready. Ready for tomorrow, that we're going to be able to make things like this one. I'll do a quick cane later and just pop that into the oven. Any end of canes that you've got, your last few canes that you think, oh, what on earth am I going to do with those? Just roll them out through your clay roller or with a rolling pin and cut them to size to match your moulds, bake them, and then those can be made into key rings or pendants or something, you know, keep them for Christmas fairs and you know, just stock them up. So put that to one side for the moment. Right, resin. Resin I love. I did Claire's class years ago. Claire John has the most fabulous website, and she's a very talented lady. She does all sorts of things. But resin, I just love it. And every time I get to the end of my canes now, I put the very last slice into resin and I keep them. I've got a big box so I can look back at them and think, right, I know how to do that.
Oh, that's
so
a good way.
I store them all. I don't think I've got any here, but I store them all in a box. Yeah, I just put them in a box, otherwise they'll just dry out a little bit.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to do is, we're going to first show you how to mix the resin. When you get your kit, you will find you have resin and you have hardener. And you need to mix it 2 to 1. So you have 2 resin to 1 hardener, okay? So 2 resin, 1 hardener. And in your kit, you will get these little pots. And these little pots, don't throw them away once you've used them once, because just let the resin dry And when it's dry, you just squeeze it and it cracks off.
Ah.
So you can use them over and over and over again.
Like it does on the texture sheets.
Like
yeah.
Yes, exactly. So in your kit, you will get a very nice, posh, clean scales. Mine have been used and used and used and now covered in resin. So I do apologise about the state of them, but they are well used. So I'm going to pop my pot onto the scales.
Right.
Before you turn it on, because that weighs something.
Yeah.
Okay? So if I press the button on, I don't think you can see the readout there. Can you see the readout?
I can see the light come on.
Okay.
Can't quite see the readout, but...
No. It will say, after a couple of seconds, it will go 0, 0. That's because I picked 0, 0, and then G for grams. There you go. Don't know if you can see. Probably can't see that.
Yes.
No, yeah, just about.
It's changing.
Okay.
34, 35.
Okay. So just turn that off and do that again and put that on top. Now once it's gone to 0, now you can start adding your resin. So I'm going to take my resin and put in just a little bit. And it's going up and up and up, and at the moment, because you're in the squeezy bottle, you can be very, very accurate.
That's like a tablespoonful, would you say?
Yeah.
It's about that kind of consistency.
Absolutely. Now you can see there, if you can see, it says
33. No,
it actually was 3 a minute ago.
3.3.
3.3.
3.3.
Okay, let's just make that up to 4, so
Okay,
we can
I'm watching.
put it in half. Okay.
3.5, 3.6, 3.7. Oh,
4. Okay. So half of 4
here's 2.
is 2.
I didn't even calculate that one.
So we want to make it up to
6.
6. So you need to be pretty accurate with this. Otherwise, you will have a problem like a couple of ladies who were on my course on Monday
Yeah.
who said they've had resin that is still liquid months later.
Oh,
It's
well,
if you
wrong.
don't put the right consistency in, it will never set.
It's like your Victoria
There you go.
sponge sinking.
Exactly.
Consistency's all wrong.
So there you have 6, yes?
Yeah, 6.
Okay, so then you take your lollipop stick, which are in the kits, and mix, whisk it, because you get loads and loads of bubbles. Don't think you're going to do it too quickly, and go all the way around the edge.
Just thoroughly mix it.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn that off so it doesn't waste the batteries. These scales will time out actually after a few
will
minutes,
they?
so don't think you can measure one and walk away, because it will disappear and you won't know what you've measured. So right, I've mixed that now, okay? Now, if I want to put that into a mould, can I just talk about some moulds a minute and move over here a second? Is that okay? These are just cookie moulds, all different shapes, and they come in a big sheet, and I just cut them off the big sheet basically. So you've got your circles, you've got your hearts, you've got your ovals there, the ovals, okay? You've got your little squares, which is what I made earlier with the little squares with the cracked out pendants. Where are they?
Yes, with the little splodges, the little patterned blobs.
Here we go. These are what I made these in. These little, they're only ice cube trays, that's all. Okay, make little bracelets out of those. You can buy moulds, you can buy love heart moulds on loads of websites. Obviously you can fill your bottle tops. You can buy chocolate button moulds, all different sizes. Now, you can also buy from Claire's website. She sells these moulds. This have already got a little bail on there and the cabochon shapes. All right. So you can do all sorts of things, but also don't forget that you can put your resin into your texture sheets as well.
Like we did earlier.
Now, I've cut this one down because you won't be able to see what's happening in the bottom of one of those. So what I want you to do, while I'm just doing something else, I put some resin in here for you, and I have mixed up loads and loads and loads, so don't worry. I'm just going to pour that into the bottom of the mould. Okay, all of it. And don't waste any of it, just scrape around. It's amazing how much is around the sides of these little pots. They go on and on and on. Okay, keep going, keep going. Right, just help it to go out to the edges. I'm sorry, I'm just moving the resin to the edges, right? And what I want you to do while you're standing there, while I do something else,
I'm happy watching.
is to choose, no. Choose the colours of your gem art that you would like to put on and sprinkle, not little bits, but big patches.
Does it have to be patches? Can it be something else?
Could be something else. You can do whatever you want. Have a play while I'm doing something else.
Can I steal your lollipop, the clean one?
Yes.
Can I steal one of your cocktail sticks?
Of course you can.
It may fail, but I'm going to try.
Okay. And while
Gem art.
Fee does her little
So
design.
what we'll do is we'll get the graphics up for the gem art as well.
Okay.
Up on the screen as well, so we'll talk about that in a moment.
Okay.
But you go back to yours.
I'm going to show you how to make these rings. Now, I know everybody has bought loads and loads and loads and loads of these ring moulds or flower moulds. If you find on the internet, on a search engine, if you put in cake moulds, flower moulds for cake decoration, you'll come up with hundreds of sites with so many different flowers. I got these from the NEC at an exhibition and they were everywhere last year. So here is my mould, like that. And I'm going to just fill it with some resin. I'm just going to pour it in, and then tomorrow, on tomorrow's show, I will crack this out and you'll see it complete. Okay. There we are, right to the top. I don't want it doming too much, and just tap it on the table so any bubbles will come to the surface. If you do have any bubbles, I won't do it in the studio now, but you need to pass a heat gun just quickly over the top and it takes it away. Or you can pop them with a pin or a cocktail stick. There are no bubbles coming up there, so that's fine. Put that to one side. Now, earlier I showed you this, which is a texture sheet. Now in here I have some resin left over. So all I did was dip my cocktail stick in and literally, if you can see that, rub it over the flowers or whatever design that you want to fill. And that's it. And then leave it overnight, and that design you might want to put into another pendant. You might want to fill the heart or a person's face or what have you. You can mix different colours. It's as easy as that. It's just like painting but with a cocktail stick. And then you can make some really, really lovely designs. Now, in the kit you will find you have lots of these beautiful silver plated bezels. You've got various sizes of squares, ovals, rounds, etc. And here I have a Lisa Pavelka texture sheet which have the circles and have the squares. So I want to tip in the resin into the circles, which I'll do now because you don't need very much. There's a little bit left here, just about enough. And tomorrow we'll also look at what this looks like put into the pendant. So I'm just going to put some onto the sheet and literally spread this around. There we go. So I'm just going to leave that now. Can you see I've just done the centre circular part of this texture sheet, and I shall take that out tomorrow and then fit it into my bezel. Okay, so that's that. Put that to one side. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm getting there. Now, in a moment, we may just have to interrupt, just because we've got our little 12 o'clock midday.
Doing very well.
So can you see my theme here?
Oh, something to do with Elvis, I think. Now, ready for tomorrow's show, because we're going to sink some bits and pieces into the chocolate moulds. I've got one or two here, and to make this pendant tomorrow, this one here with the clay, I need to put a base of resin first, because if I turn it sideways, you can see it's a sandwich of resin, clay and resin. And you might notice that I've got a different container here. I cut the bottom off. If I want a bit more resin, I cut the bottom off a plastic cup, and then I keep the top half for doing moulding. So that's that. So I'm just going to pour a little into the bottom of these moulds ready for tomorrow, and I'm going to put some clay flowers and bits and pieces and just leave them overnight to set, and that's the first part. And don't forget that when you do your resin, to pop a little tester, little bubble at the side, so you don't press your finger into the mould. You've got a little bit of resin on the side there to test.
Now, my darling, we've got breaking news as well. Well, I'm just sprinkling. We can bring you the graphics, because what we'll do is we're going to go to a quick interlude.
Yes.
And when we come back, we can bring the graphics of the starter resin kit.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
So is that a good place just to stop for a second?
Yes, absolutely.
While you filled your mould, because we'll carry on. My amazing creation, I know you're all dying to see. No, you can't look at it yet. It's not finished yet. With my gem art. And we've got, well, I think we got the graphics up there earlier. Will be soon concluded, and we'll come back.
Okay.
And we'll introduce what you get in the resin kit as well, and we'll continue with the moulds, because we've done the flower, you've got those ready, your chocolate mould ready.
Yeah, we're going to do this.
The bottle top.
The bottle top.
That we showed you earlier. Yes. And we'll talk about the gem art, and we'll use some of the transfers from the Lisa Pavelka in the design as well. So don't go anywhere. We were only taking a minute. It's only for the pre-records, and we'll be right back, and you'll just see the most amazing creation that I've made as well, so don't go anywhere.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Projects DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create the Skinner blend technique, how to use the extruder tool, how to make a 3-part necklace, and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker are proud to present our new range of Lisa Pavelka crafting foils. These easy-to-use foils are a great way to create a unique look to your polymer and silver clay designs. With a wide range of vibrant colours, including gold, silver and rainbow, these foils will leave your creations with a wonderful metallic coating. Use alongside our border moulds and textured stamps to add a different dimension to your clay creation. To view our full range of Lisa Pavelka products, visit our website.
Alrighty, what we're going to do, we're halfway through our moulds there, and they're going to be, we're going to conclude those in a moment, till tomorrow, for working on, including my wonderful creation. Now the gem art is actually, we're going to, little change of plan. We corrected the glitch on the computer screen, so we're going to bring you the introductory pack to the resin.
Brilliant.
So that even if you're just thinking, more tomorrow, you can still write down the code and get it tomorrow. And we are going to launch the gem art, which is your gemstones, little tiny particles of genuine gemstones that I've just been introducing into my resin. I've decided it's going to be a keyring, my keyring. So Debbie, take me through, my darling.
Okay.
What you get in your starter kit, the resin starter kit. We'll get the graphics up and take it from there, darling.
Okay, we'll do. In the resin starter kit, you get these little pots to do mixing with. You get, let me just grab them from over here. I didn't bring them over. You get one piece of acrylic. Get this. Sorry about this, I didn't know we were going to do it.
That's all right, darling. It's all been changing as we go along.
I know. You get your lovely scales.
Brand new scales, which
brand new scales.
Clearly vital.
Absolutely. Scales. You get your 2 things of resin.
The red and the blue.
Yep. You get some hand cream, which I put on earlier before we started, which protects your hands when you're using the resin. Always put that on.
Why? Because?
It becomes very sticky on your hands otherwise, and I would always put that on. It's just chemicals as well, so at the end of the day. So you get a piece of acrylic, which have 2 little holes in if you want to do earrings. You can put the posts in.
Oh, that's good.
That's very good. You get, you get lots of these lovely lollipop sticks. You also, which is what I used not so long ago in one of my projects, I use these as cufflinks, but actually they're earrings. Bezels, you get a large and small oval, a large and small square. You get a round, large round, small round, and then you get these beautiful earrings.
Oh, so
with butterfly backs. But I actually coiled the back of those and put them onto a toggle clasp end and made them into cufflinks. So, and I think Tina did a similar thing actually on one of the shows. So that is what you get in your starter kit, obviously with the resin and the hardener as well.
And then we've seen those filled with photos, we've seen those filled with your polymer clay and your images. So that's all in your starter kit, your resin starter kit.
And you've got enough there to do that many bezels.
Right,
more than enough.
There's enough there,
more than enough, yes.
So we get our 2 resin bottles that you showed us. Basically everything you've just shown us that you've worked with.
Absolutely.
And then, but we then got the blue and the purple, red.
You've got the blue and the red, and when they're mixed together, they give bluey purple. They're really beautiful colour. Really.
Can we use them separately or mix them, or?
Yes, but these are still resin. So don't forget that when you're mixing the colours, you need to add it to the resin first of all, and then add double the hardener. So if you were to pour in 1.2 resin, if you put 1.5 resin and you put 5 of the blue in, that brings it up to 2.
Yes.
So you add 1
of
hardener.
the hardener.
So add all the resins first, and then the hardeners
important.
afterwards.
Because it's still got to be half.
Exactly. It is a resin.
Still half
it is a resin.
Right, that's important. I'm glad I asked that now.
Yeah.
So we get, let's take you through, we'll get all of that on the screen as well. One of the acrylic blocks, and I know I saw you using that earlier with the polymer clay, you know, when you're making the leaves. 3 of those lovely little mixing pots, and don't forget, Debbie said if it goes hard, it just don't throw them away after you've used them. You just, because they're rubbery, you just crack them, it just cracks the resin out, if you know what I mean. 3 of the lollipop mixing sticks, or you can have your own homemade ones, but you've got 3 of those anyway. You get 6 of the silver-plated pendant blanks, so 2 that are square, 2 that are oval, 2 that are round, and they're just different sizes. 2 pairs of the earring blanks and the butterfly back, so you've got the large and the small, and you can use those as the cufflinks. The red transparent resin, the blue transparent resin, the clear base resin, then you've got the hardener as well, so you can see that's exactly half of the 60 grams you've got of the resin bases there. The portable scales, the tube of the barrier creams, which Debbie put on first thing this morning, and your tutorial DVD. So although we're taking it through step by step today and tomorrow, you can go at your own pace at home as well. We're just showing you other ways and the transfers, how to integrate those into your designs as well. And tomorrow we will launch the gem art as well. So that's ZKGC93. I think the majority of people already got their resin kit, or the majority of people got it on the web.
Yes.
But phone now. It's an exciting time to get involved. It really will revolutionise your designs. And Debbie's using simple things like bottle tops.
I know.
They're great for the brooches, for your denim jacket or your child's handbag. Just it's a really fun way to you just utilise what you've got at home, and your rubber moulds from your cake making and heaven knows what else.
I think all these things sort of overlap, don't they? Anyone just card making will have bits of glitter and what have you.
Just get all the glitter in there. That's what I've just been doing with the gem art, using it like glitter.
Right. I mean, if you've got sequins, put sequins into your
I want sequins now.
Oh, sorry, I haven't got you that. I have sort of shiny things.
I'll leave some shiny things in there.
Some of the gold flowers that were in the gold.
Yeah, look, I've got my eye on that now. Alrighty, so I'm going to have a rummage now that she said that, because I want to do that before it hardens. I've got less than an hour, haven't I, really, before it all starts to take?
It starts to go tacky, yes.
Starts to go tacky.
Overnight, but yes, about now.
What can I find down here, Debbie? Come on, let's launch that price point for you while I'm rummaging for little baubles and glittery bits to put in my resin.
Shall I show you how to do these bottle tops?
Yeah, $39.95, under £40, straight down. So fantastic, you get so much in there.
Well, you do, and you can get a lot of pendants out. It doesn't look very much resin, but you can. But once you've got the scales and what have you, you're set up really.
Yeah.
Then they'll last for years.
They will. So the bottle top, show me the bottle tops while we've been able to launch that on the screen, darling.
Okay. I have just got a little bit of translucent clay just to put underneath the transfers, only because it doesn't change colour and it won't change colour of the pattern on
that was in
your bottle top.
That was in our 16 polymer clay box, wasn't it? I mean, I'm still rummaging. Still rummaging down here.
I'm going to take one of these transfers. I'm just going to cut it into a round. I haven't actually measured it. I should have done beforehand, I suppose. I haven't actually measured it. I'm just going to cut round one of these transfers and just try it. in my bottle top. Just need a tiny little bit more cut off. I'll place it in. There we go. So cut off your picture and make sure it does fit, that's fine. Now, I need to grab a little bit of water, which I've got over here. Excuse me.
It's all right, I'm rummaging.
You rummage away.
I found something, it's gone in.
You rummage. Now I've got a tiny little bit of water here, and I'm going to place my picture in just for a couple of seconds.
That's right, in the water.
That's all.
I remember this, yeah.
Just a few seconds, and just leave it. Just leave it for about 30 seconds, so the water can soak in. It's like the transfers, I don't know if when you're little, you used to put on your skin and, and take off.
Yeah, we were on about the tattoos last Friday, weren't we?
That's right, like the tattoos. Once it starts to slide, it's not ready yet. It does take about 30 seconds. Let me just try and push the water. There we go. Once it starts to slide, can you see that starting to slide off the backing? See that? Place that into your bottle top or whatever you want to use and just push it with your finger. Right, like that. Now, if you wanted to age this, you could use alcohol inks or acrylic paint, or you could use eyeshadows. You can use all sorts of things with this to age it. That one actually doesn't need aging because it fills the whole area, so that's quite nice. So what you would do then, you would bake that in your oven once you've put something on to moisturise it.
Right.
Now, this is like using hand cream. We don't sell this here because you need such a tiny amount, tiny minuscule amount of this. This is called liquid clay, and it's made by Sculpey, the same as Primo, and you need a tiny dot, literally a tiny dot. And this makes a difference between having a nice smooth picture or something that's cracked. And if you want it to be aged like the old crackle paint you used to have years ago, then don't put this on and it will craze when you cook it.
Ah, right.
But if you want it to be flat, a complete perfect picture like one of these, then put the moisturiser on top. Okay, so now what I'll do...
like both effects, yeah.
Yeah. Now what I'll do is take that home, bake it,
yeah.
And then tomorrow I'll bring it back and put the resin on top. Now, you can buy strips of magnetic...
oh yeah.
These magnetic strips, which are actually self-adhesive, that you can put on the back, and then obviously it's a fridge magnet or whatever, or if you've got a notice board and you want to keep things on there,
yeah,
kids got
reminders.
Your notice board, you can put Disney characters in, you can put their initials in, you know, initials on their board or what have you. You could do whatever you like with these really, but it's a nice way of using these. I have seen these done in a bracelet, a really steampunky sort of bracelet with watch parts in between.
Fab.
It looked fantastic, really did. But it's ever such an easy way of using the water slide transfers. So tomorrow, once I've baked it, I'll put resin on it and you'll see the difference.
Now, Debbie, we know these are proving very popular, the starter resin kits. So what we're going to do, in anticipation of them all being allocated today, we're going to work overnight, make some more, so that we can launch it again tomorrow. Because we don't want people to feel like they've missed out if they ring up and it's all been allocated. So we're literally in the warehouse now putting together the stock to make more starter kits. So we will launch that again tomorrow. So please don't feel if you missed out that it's the end of the world, because we'll have more on tomorrow's show as well. I'll keep you updated on the availability of those kits, but it's all good at the moment.
Creation?
Yeah, yeah.
So everyone can see.
Really, I needed a picture of Elvis, but that doesn't come.
No, no, it doesn't, does it? Can anybody see that? That's Fee's creation. Tomorrow I will reveal all. As far as that's concerned. I'll go, ta-da!
It'll be an amazing. It'll be an amazing.
It will.
Occasion.
It will.
I look forward to that. It'll be momentous, quite frankly. Make sure you tune in, only for that moment, quite frankly.
Absolutely.
I bet you've never seen a student create something so amazing.
No, I haven't actually. You know when people say it's interesting? I want this worn, please, for the day.
Yeah. Maybe I should make it into a badge, so I do wear it all day. Because I was thinking of a keyring myself, but you know, we'll see. It could be a prize. I mean, who wouldn't want to win that?
Do you want people to write in?
My very own bespoke creation, EP. Can you imagine what that stands for? I leave that with you. I know it's overwhelming. I'm going to get ready to launch the third kit today. Thank you for those demonstrations, Debbie. Obviously, part 2 is going to continue tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you've got that far with us, we have to now have to leave it over 24 hours for them all to bake.
Yes.
Can't wait for more of those fun rings. Gorgeous. And of course, we'll launch the gem art. But I know Debbie has to get set up so that we can do Lavender Fields, our third new kit. So come this way. I'm going to launch a bundle and the third new kit. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, darling.
Okay.
She's overwhelmed by just how amazing that I can tell. You know, that's, you know, we didn't like to challenge her too much because she knew that, you know, tutoring me was just going to be sensational. I mean, the creations I can come up with and off the cuff like that are just... It is amazing, isn't it? My unbridled talent. And oh dear. Righty-ho, can't wait. Shall we do Bundleicious first and then kit, or kit and then Bundleicious? Fine, that's fine. I'm very excited about the bundle, you see, because it's such beautiful colours. I have been eyeing up all day. Do you remember the Funky Fun magnesite I was talking about earlier? So I'll do the kit and then we'll come back to that little beautiful Bundleicious bundle. This is called Lavender Fields. It's my third new kit of the day. The kits have proved very popular. Now remember in this one, Debbie actually created a ribbon bow. What she needs is a needle really to do that, but we'll see how we go, out of the organza ribbon, and actually placed that into the resin, because that's what I was wearing. So let me take you through all the components separately so you know exactly what you're getting in the Lavender Fields. Alrighty. Purple amethyst twisted ovals for starters in a gorgeous range of tone, great luster, beautiful cut, because I can see the dark tonality to the lavender to the lilac, lovely variation there in the tone, really beautiful, really rich and gorgeous and glossy, and 110 carats of those 9x6mm amethysts. Now we've also got the Rainbow Fluorite Puffy Coins. Now, do you remember the Fluorite bundle earlier? We had those beautiful revered teal greens. We've gone for more of the purple of the Zebra Fluorite. I mean, some of them of mints do creep in, but this tends to be your banded purple Rainbow Fluorite. And we're thinking of the lavender theme, the purple themes in the whole title of the kit, Lavender Fields. So that's why we've gone for that kind of colour in the Fluorite strand. Then we've got the Crackle Quartz rounds. These are just delicious. 90 carats, frosted and faceted. Just beautiful, like icicles, aren't they? They've just got that wonderful semi-translucency, ice white, lovely luster, and in a glow like ice itself. Just very frosty and crisp, and a gorgeous textural effect in your jewellery. And tying it all in together, and we had gorgeous, gorgeous chain work. We had the amethyst and the rose gold plated silver chain earlier in our first kit, the Legend kit. But this is your silver amethyst chain, and Debbie did that wonderful display of how to use the leftover links and how to actually wrap them around the amethyst, which were about this size, and create that lovely star shape. If you missed that, do watch the repeat at 1 o'clock. So 9-inch length of faceted amethyst sterling silver chain. You also get your 6 meters of your purple elastic, and of course your 50 meters of your beading thread. But added to that, we also get 2 meters, and this is what looks a little bit sort of like Mr. Messy, 2 meters of your waxed cord, your purple waxed cord, and it's waxed, so it gives it a lovely finished effect when you're threading through, and you never get that fraying, but it also again stabilizes it in a way to make it stronger, as it were. So that's 2 meters of the 0.6 waxed cord. You get 10 of the purple organza bags. Now, as well as this, you do get your traditional purple organza bag, but you get 10 of those purple organza bags as well. You also get, and this is where we didn't really concentrate on the ribbon in the first kit because there's so much in this kit, you get also 10 meters of the deep grape sauvignon purple organza ribbon. You get 10 meters of the gorgeous bundles silver ribbon. Wouldn't that look nice with those silver plated pendants in the starter resin kit? And then you get 10 meters of the white organza ribbon as well, and it's been beautifully used to great effect in the earrings, the pendant, the necklace in Debbie's designs. We've gone with the white to match in with the white quartz, the silver to match in with the findings, and of course the purple to match in with the fluorite and the amethyst. Now you also get your cord ends. Oh my word, it's never ending. It's never ending. There's just loads in this kit, just loads. Let me just grab them all here. Sorry about this, Claire. I'm just trying to get them all together. Because you've got how many of these do you get? With the cord end, it feels like maybe. Sterling silver, remember? 12. That's why there's just so many here. 12 of the sterling silver cord ends. Now remember, those cord ends have that good 2-inch extender of the silver chain, as it were. You've got your 2 cord ends there, because there's so much ribbon in this. We've given you 12 of these, and then you've got the bolt ring clasp and the jump ring. So one is the bolt ring clasp, sorry, the carabiner clasp with your ribbon end, and the other one is your ribbon end with extender 2-inch chain. So there's 12 of these. Look at me, I can barely pick them all up. Loads of them, and they're all sterling silver. 12 of those. Plus your silver-plated, sterling silver, silver-plated copper findings as well. My goodness, there's so much going on. 100 pieces there. Now this kit is called Lavender Fields. It's code KEGC11. You've got the chain, you've got the chandeliers, you've got the earrings, toggles, eye pins, twist loop chain, crimp beads, plain beads, jump rings, covers, crimp bead covers, head pins, 100 pieces there. And then don't forget the addition with those extra findings in the kit are 12, and these are solid sterling silver, 925 sterling silver cord ends. So that's the extra edition 12. The extra edition as well is that your elastic is purple, and you get 2 meters of the waxed cord. You get 3 lots of the ribbon, purple, silver and the white. You get your 10 purple organza bags, as well as the traditional purple and the small black one, all in your kit. Now, at the moment, it's saying the wrong graphics. It's got the right code, but we're talking about the resin starter kit a moment ago. That's all right. It's the right code if you're ringing, though, KEGC11. It does this every now and again. It likes to mix it up for us. I think it does it to keep me on my toes, Claire. Do you know what I mean? Make sure I'm watching and paying attention. It's saying, I'll get her now. I'll actually bring in the last writing, but with a new code. I'll just see if she's paying attention. I won't let it get me, Claire. I might not remember the name of all the kits, but I won't let it get me out that way. So your sterling silver chain, your fluorite, your actual white quartz, your twisted drums of your amethyst, all of that's 100 pieces of the silver-plated copper, plus your sterling silver cord ends, plus your 10 meters of the purple organza ribbon, 10 meters of the silver organza ribbon, 10 meters of the white organza ribbon, 2 meters of the purple waxed 0.6 millimeter cord, 6 meters of your purple elastic, your beading thread, your monofilament, and your clear elastic, and your black and pink organza bag, and the 10 beautiful drawstring purple bags. My word, there's barely the time to fit it all in. You can't actually get it on one screen for me to show you everything that's in the kit. It takes 2 pages. There we go, the Lavender Fields KEGC11, all for the amazing price of £29.95, under £30 straight. That is very impressive. Do you mind me saying, I mean, there's so much silver in these cord ends when you hold them. I mean, just look at all of this. There's just so much silver in the cord ends that, quite frankly, I would be hard pushed to find that. 12 of those, even at £1 each, that is a steal. I would expect for 12 of those, even at Jewellery Maker standards, £20. I really would, because of just the price of silver, just because there's so much. I mean, just look at that. Look at the amount of silver I've got in my hand there. Look how well made it is. And you can really feel the weight. That's not flimsy namby-pamby chain. And look at those cord ends, sterling silver. It's not silver plate. 12 of those. And that's built in, and that's without all the extra 100 silver-plated copper findings. Then you've got the 4 gemstone strands, one of which is silver chain. There's all your findings. Fluorite, amethyst quartz, then your amethyst silver chain, organza bags coming out your ears, organza ribbon to tie that many bunches. There's not enough plaits in the world. Plus your cord end, it's probably your wax cord, your elastic purple and your white, plus your beading thread. There's loads in this kit, all for $29.95, KEG C11. And as much as possible, I mean, Debbie's only used a fraction of what's in the kit, but I know for a feature she's gone with the ribbon simply because it's such a strong staple in the kit. But you don't have to use the ribbon in your designs. And I know she loves a ribbon. I know you don't have to use it in your designs. I know people use it to tie their presents with. You know, when they're making the present. Or what's beautiful, if you'd made a beautiful bracelet, just a little bow at the end, and then, do you remember that lovely heart toggle? Just a little bow around the heart toggle, and then maybe your purple aventurine, or your amethyst, I should say, in this kit, bracelet on a little stretchy. Just gorgeous. They're lovely when, and I know this is what Debbie's done, ruching. Ruching. There's just loads. Loads in there. And we'll talk to Debbie about the cord as well. I'll go see her now and talk to her about how she found the kit. And we've got an awful lot built into this kit in terms of value and quality and extras. And I like to see the different materials in the Jewellery Maker as well, Debbie, not just the gemstones. It makes it more like your resin, like your polymer clay, just makes it more fun, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm sure people that've got loads of different ribbons, and I've said this before on air, that whenever I do craft fairs, other way up.
Oh, sorry, darling. Sorry, babes.
That's it.
Oh, yes, of course it is. Yes, sorry.
I kept doing that earlier.
Yeah. I think I was wearing it the wrong way around. I apologise.
I know. Whenever I do craft fairs, rather than keep labelling things, people know that price tags come off or you want to relabel things. It's just tie a different colour ribbon on things, then have a chart to say everything yellow is that price, everything green, everything blue. And
Lucy said something similar. She said you might want to do different price points. You know, if it's a charity event or a school event, it might be a little bit lower. And then if you're selling privately at a craft fair, you might just... So then if you haven't got your tags on, you're just going with your colours, aren't you? Colour codes.
You might see that better actually on white, don't you? You can see that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Pop that one on a white.
I think so, darling, because it's so pretty. Let's start with that, because that was the one I was wearing earlier, and you'd created a lovely ruched ribbon rose. And macrame work here. And then you've used that cord, haven't you? Is that right?
Yes, really silky cord. It's beautiful, actually. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely to work with. And I've just ruched a tiny bit of the ribbon. Yeah. And set it into resin. And then use the cord just to do the basic friendship weave, but rather than doing the weave on both sides, the box weave, you just do it on one side and it twists. Yeah. That ties in so beautifully, your clear resin, with the clearness and yet the dark purple shots. Yes, that's what made me think it looks similar, doesn't it, to the resin? They almost look like resin beads.
They do. Almost like you've injected the fluorite with something because of that fabulous banding. How did you get your ribbon? Sorry if this sounds a bit daft, because the resin is, when it's liquidy, it's quite sticky. How did you get your ribbon ruching to say ruchy?
I'll show you.
Oh, okay, we'll come back to that. That's what we'll come back to. So we've made some lovely, just very stylish silver earrings here.
I just had 3 or 4 head pins left over, and so I thought, well, they're so lovely.
Isn't that lovely?
Thank you. I like those.
Challenge. I'm going to challenge you for the next time I see you. Now that I've seen you do that. She hates me when I say this. That's inspired. Could you do a musical treble clef?
Yes.
Yeah, see, there's nothing she can't do. That I'd love, a treble clef.
All right, I'll do that for you.
Fabulous. Look at this beautiful bracelet. I love the way as well you've got your little wiggles of your silver there in between. Now, what's going on there, darling?
Chain. Just short pieces of chain that I've woven.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah, I didn't have any...
I didn't know if you were bending rings or...
No, just a little short. I think it's about 5 or 6 links of chain, and just push the beading thread through each link.
Isn't that lovely? It's like you ruched the chain there.
It's a stretchy, so if you pull it apart, you can probably see it. It might go ping, but...
No, it's strong. Aha!
See?
What a great way to use the chain again. That was very Alan Partridge. Aha! Okay, and then this lovely necklace. You've integrated the tassel with your amethyst chain and both ribbons, and I like this weaving of the chain through the ribbon there as well.
I sort of distressed the ribbon, because the ribbon actually is beautiful. It isn't one of those ribbons that you crumple and it gets creased.
Yeah.
And in this situation, I wanted it to,
Yeah.
and I couldn't. So,
It will
it's
crumple.
so beautiful. It's lovely, lovely ribbon. So I just put it over like you do when you curl ribbon. Put it over a pair of scissors and kept doing it, and kept doing it until I distressed it a bit. So it curled a little bit, so it didn't look too pristine.
Is that like a little beady bead around an amethyst?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
And then tasseled. You've tasseled your chain. Gorgeous. And now we've got some very pretty ruching going on here in the earrings. Are we just threading through?
Just
We're going to show you the
threading
ruching in a moment anyway. And then the lovely banded, you picked two very distinct banded
Yes.
fluorites there. So pretty. And I can see your bespoke large sculpey clay beads there. And
It's
then
just chunky, isn't it?
Isn't that
Just
lovely?
fun.
Yeah. The fluorites in between as well, and using your silver toggle. And then a lovely, lovely long necklace. This is gorgeous, isn't it? Look at that. A lovely
Do
double
like
bib.
that.
Chandelier there,
Thank
innovative.
you.
Yeah. Just a bit different, isn't it? From 3 to
Yeah.
2. Don't always have to be used as the earrings.
No, I do like that. It's nice.
Gorgeous. Alrighty. Well, I said, how did she get the ruchy flower in the resin and not for it all to just go blobbified, kind of? I can't think of a technical
when I pull
term.
this up, it's
Blobbified it.
blobbified. I
It
like
all
that.
sort of just
It's
sink
a new
and
word.
lose
It's
its
a new word.
ruchiness.
Well, so you can see this on the TV. I'm going to use beading thread, but actually I use monofilament, and I have done one.
Because you had a needle at home, didn't you,
That's
darling?
right, 'cause I had a needle and used monofilament. But with the beading thread, you can actually push it through. Saying that, it's not going to work now. You can push it through the ribbon quite easily. And if you can't, like that doesn't want to go through, just use your reamer
Oh, okay.
and make a hole, and then push it through that hole. Whoops.
Like you said, if you've got your needle at home, it's just that we just typically
Oh.
didn't have one in the studio, did we?
No,
I'll
I
rinse the
don't-
needles in.
No. That's it. And you just do that all the way along. And here's one I made earlier, like this. And I have monofilament going all the way through. So then if I just tie this in a knot, so, it just pulls up to a flower. I mean, how simple is that?
Now yours has got a little silver
It
bead in the
has.
middle.
And what I did was, if I cut that off, actually I could sink this into one of those
Yeah.
things that I've just put resin in, actually.
Is it still tacky enough, darling? Is it?
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, we don't want to spoil the Elvis
No.
creation because
I wouldn't. I would not touch that.
Nothing could improve. Eh?
Absolutely not. There you go. There's a sort of flower. All right. Right. I'm going to just push that into. Whoop. I have got some moulds here with a little bit of resin in the bottom. So if I push that in.
Want a silver bead for the middle?
No, it's okay.
No?
I'll leave that. I'll do that in about an hour's time.
Oh, Trixie.
Because if I put it in now,
Yeah.
it will move. So once it starts to go tacky in about an hour, I can push it through the centre of the ruching and it will stay where it is.
Gotcha. That's a
Okay.
handy tip because I did wonder when I
So-
dropped my hand in because I thought, oh, it's going to move, everything's. But if
No,
you're waiting for it to be a
no.
little bit more tacky,
No, it'd be fine.
right?
And then tomorrow I'll fill that up with some more resin, or I'll take it out so you can see what it is like on the front. But then I'll leave it like that, and
would
then
you
fill it
cover
up with
it?
resin.
Why wouldn't you do that now?
Well, I could do, but I haven't got any resin mixed.
Oh, okay. I thought there might be something. It's key to the resin making.
I might take it out of one and put it in the other, actually, so you can see all
too
the
hard.
finished thing.
Yeah, right. I see. But say if we had more resin, maybe we could do that.
Yeah,
I could
but
just.
actually saying that, you can do a complete ball
Oh.
of resin because you can do two of these and then put
And then
them
just
together.
slide by. Yeah.
So you can put something in one of them and something in the other. And,
So a
and put
reversible.
That's right, and put a little bail in the middle,
Beautiful.
and that's it. And I'll show you how to put bails on the back tomorrow as well.
Fantastic.
Okay.
And if you missed out on the resin kit, we are making more for tomorrow's show, as well as bringing you the gem art. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you,
Okay.
darling. Gorgeous. So that's the Lavender Fields jewellery kit, our third new kit today, brand new. Loads in that kit. And again, lovely to see integrated with the resin work as well, which we will continue tomorrow. I am going to launch the bundle in a moment, but let's have a look this week at your designs in the Wall of Fame. Beachy head there.
I love the way this has been displayed. I think that's brilliant.
Fantastic.
This is number 240. This is from Tina. So I need some more gems, but these are my tourmaline beads, which I have mingled with some broken shell.
Ooh.
Broken shell bracelets, beg your pardon, I found on holiday. I can remake them later, but they do match well for the summer. That's a nice thing. You can make things up, and if the season changes, you can take it apart and make something else.
Exactly.
That's lovely. That's really brilliant.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This is number 243, and it's Elizabeth McCurr, and it's Amazonite and green jasper. And she loves Amazonite. She says, I separated the colour because she had some that was silvery grey, and she was going to use them later, and she's used aquamarine and some wire and finers from JM. She just decided to make a simple drop necklace to let the colours show. And she says, I need to win so I can buy more beautiful gems to look at. She says, I still love the madness of the presenters and the shows. I'm kept on the edge of my seat every day with the sheer ingenuity of the designers. And no 2 days and no 2 designs are ever the same. Keep on entertaining and amazing us. Love to all the presenters, the designers and the crew. And that is from Elizabeth. She says, love to the Facebook family as well. Elizabeth, love to you, honey. Number 243. Glad you're loving this show, and I hope we inspired you further today. Good luck for Wednesday.
This is number 241. This is from Vicky. Said, I've just sold this set. I'm not surprised, actually.
Well,
it's
me
rather
neither.
lovely. All made from Jewellery Maker items. It's made from crackle quartz, blue agate and hematite ovals. I can't wait for you to move to the new warehouse, and I hope lots of lush kits follow from the move. Well, I hope so. Thanks for brightening my day, Vicky. Thank you. That's lovely.
Thank you, Vicky. And another gorgeous set, another beautiful set. This is from Gail Somerville in County Armagh in Northern Ireland. And she says, my sister and I discovered your channel last October. We're totally hooked. We watch at weekends when we're not working, and we tune in as much as possible. Love the show. Enjoyed the crack with all the presenters and the guest designers. Oh, we love a bit of the crack here. She says, I've enclosed my first entry Wall of Fame. It's freshwater pearls and fuchsia cracked agate. And she says, I came across the pearls whilst on holiday in Malta, and the agate and silver findings are from JM. And she says, I never hear Northern Ireland mentioned, so maybe this will hunt. Well, Northern Ireland, County Armagh, Gail Somerville, hello to you and hello to your sister. Fabulous part of the world there.
Lovely.
242. Good luck on Wednesday. Hope you've caught that. Alrighty. Okay, my darling, I'm going to be back to you in a bit.
Right.
And we'll be doing something.
We'll be doing
There's 20 minutes left. I'm going to go and release a bundle. I'll be back just in case there's something else we need to catch up on, darling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Alrighty, we'll be right back after this.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
So much on the table. My goodness, that kit is spilling out everywhere with all its gorgeousness. Alrighty, want to release the bundle? Release the bundle. It's so much fun. So pretty. And if you got the early bird special, which was the yellow magnesite, the wood, and the little black agate rounds, then it's a great addition to your jewellery making. And we've had a lot of fun today with the resin. We've seen how we can create those bottle tops, fantastic fun pendants, you know, with the images, the Lisa Pavelka images. Tomorrow, Debbie will be exploring the gem art. It'll be a lot better than my creation, I assure you. But I can't wait for that as well, using the real gem sprinkles in there. But let's sprinkle it with a bit of colour now. You've got your magnesite, that beautiful, gorgeous gemstone that's just normally colourless or white or greyish. So you get this great, lovely richness when you can coat it in these fantastic colours. Multicoloured magnesite, the cuboids, 240 carats. We've then got, and I love this because it's the wood, it's the tiger ebony wood. Wouldn't that work so nice with the early bird special? If you look closely, because it is the tiger ebony wood, there is almost like the tiger eye striations, or I should say little sort of lines, linear lines of movement there on the actual wood itself. It's got a lovely cool touch. You see it there? It's almost like the tiger's eye. Great with tiger's eye, but that is your tiger ebony wood plain round beads, 8mm, and they're just lovely to work with. And then giving you that zap, that pop, bright green, acid green, 40 carats of your green magnesite plain round. So a bit of fun, a bit of colour for the summer. I mean, we've had a lovely, glorious few days of sunshine. You know, they said it's going to change, so let's get our warmth and our colour into our lives with our jewellery, with a bit of fun and colour. And these are great for the kids as well. Get them doing the resin making, get them doing the keyring making, get them making the little stretchies and the bracelets. You've got all those lovely cord ends now in your kits and those lovely ribbons to work with. And you could just, you know, all that lovely purple ribbon working with, you know, your lovely magnesite there. Wouldn't that be beautiful? The lovely things we can make, the little stretchies, the little ruched earrings, the little bows, you've got the cord ends there. There's loads we can be doing with these fun pieces. It's a 3-strand pack. We can make it glamorous, we can make it fun. Just loads of summer colour. This is your tropical colour, isn't it? Brand new today, look at that! It's like a late bird. Early bird and the later bird. Huh? $6.95. What a bargain. The early bird was an absolute bargain buster. But now we've had the late arrival of the bird, $6.95. Bargain. And again, I just think if you've got those two, the early bird and this one, you've got two gorgeous sets there that can translate into, you know, your fun, your kids jewelry, or, you know, just those really fruitalicious cocktail gorgeous fun pieces. Then you've got your surfer dude and the guys with your tiger's eye and the wood and the black agate. You know, you've got 6 fantastic strands there for basically, excuse me, £13. That's the early bird this morning, and this one, that's 6 strands for £13. That is a steal, isn't it? Maybe you didn't get the early bird, watch the repeats. It'll be happening at the start of the show at 1 o'clock. See if there's any stock availability left. We always like to make sure that the early bird obviously is a lot of stock, so that everyone take advantage. But you know, it's 1p&p. As Christine, Debbie's glorious assistant, said the other day, £2.95, 1p&p all day. And think of the fun colours that you can mix in there. We've had some great pendant ideas and resin and keyring ideas. Mix it in with your gemstones, make little key fobs, key rings, brooches, hair bobs. You know, jewellery should be fun. Let's have some fun with our fun colours here. And at $6.95 with the magnesite and the tiger ebony wood, you've got some lovely, lovely gems to inject some colour into your jewellery making there. Under £7. Gorgeous. Now, Debbie, is there anything else we can catch up with you, beautiful, before tomorrow? Is there anything you'd like to show us?
I don't think so. I just that those people who have put resin pieces together, just leave them in a dust-free environment, in quite a warm room, and they will probably set actually by later on tonight, but don't be tempted to touch them.
I was going to say, don't touch.
Don't have a fingerprint otherwise.
Don't touch. Put that little blob beside on the textured sheet.
Yes. And then tomorrow morning, you'll be able to take them out of your moulds.
Exactly.
Exciting, that bit.
Exactly. In fact, I'll join you because I know we've got 4 Wall of Fames to read out. Would you just grab some of those lovely key rings as well, darling, and your lovely resin bits? I know you did show some earlier, but let's have another look to inspire us further. I'll get our Wall of Fames ready because there was a few that we didn't get a chance to read out today. Don't worry if we don't read them out. It's not to say you're not as you are, but as you can see, the display only holds 16. But we love the rings. Now, this is the one we started earlier, and tomorrow we are going to put the resin on the top.
That's
so
right.
If you're watching the show now and you've just tuned in, watch the start of the show because we go through this quite early on in the show as well, and we show you how to make this out of the polymer clay and the actual framing. But the one thing we didn't do today was complete with the resinous cover. So that's going to happen tomorrow. We show you some Pavelka foils there as well. The flower rings are sitting in their mould, or rather the flower is. Now, when do we add our little frame?
When it's all completed, I'll show you tomorrow.
I'll show us tomorrow.
How to attach
so we don't have to worry about it for now.
Nope.
We wait until that
Till it's set.
Sets. We don't need to bait this, do we?
No,
Just
no,
literally
just leave it, just leave it.
leave it. Don't touch it. Leave it. Don't touch it. The temptation's too,
I know, it is
too much,
actually.
isn't it? Now this is the key ring, and again tomorrow we'll have some more canes as well, and Debbie's going to complete that for us. Now we did fill one of our chocolate moulds with the resin, didn't we?
We did, yeah, ready to put some clay into, yes.
But we're leaving it.
Yes. Till tomorrow. You're leaving it, yes.
Just make sure I don't touch it, basically.
No. And your creation, obviously.
Well, I mean, everybody can't wait for that, quite frankly, and I understand why.
Exactly. Oh, sorry.
I mean, it's unbelievable. That was from the texture sheet, and again, are we going to do something with this beautiful, or we just?
Well, I have some here that are partly done, which I'm going to
Right.
complete, and then I can take out tomorrow and show you.
Gorgeous, yeah. Yeah, I actually stole your heart. I hope you went.
That's fine. That's fine. I can cope with that.
And our fruits. You've actually made these from the polymer clay.
Yes. If anyone's got any slices of canes, this is like a lemon.
I remember you
addition
making
to
this because this is like one of the first basic canes. Actually, I don't see you make the lemons, but I can see in my mind's eye how you made that. If that makes sense.
Yes.
And then I love this. It's gorgeous. And that was from the textured stamp, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, that's filled with some pearl resin.
And don't forget to take advantage of that bundle of the 16 pack of the pearlescent and the Jubilee. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, and of course, in your starter pack, you got your silver-plated pendant, 6 of those, and the 2 sets of the earrings. And is that your clay with your Lisa?
It's the Lisa Pavelka foils, and then I just made out of the. You can make them either way because obviously you're going to have 2. You have a relief. You've got the centre. I did 2 flowers and cut the centre out of each one, so you can do 2 pendants to match or something.
So pretty. And we are going to make more of those starter kits tomorrow as well.
Super.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. So we're all just leaving it. We're leaving it. We're not touching it.
Not touching it.
In a non-dusty. We've got to find you a non-dusty area for a start, haven't we?
Oh, well, where? Don't know.
This is not the place to try and look for one of those, Debbie. Do you know what I mean? With all the drilling and the work going on.
Don't.
Let's just capture the last few of. Oh, look! Now I think we should start with this.
Yes. Go on then.
Perfect. Look at this. As if we planned it. This is number 246. It's Maria. Oh, she's rubbing it in now. Sunny Hot Guernsey.
Thank you.
We did have a bit of sun here, Maria. Looks like it could be leaving us, but it's quite nice today. Here is my entry for the Wall of Fame. 3rd time lucky. I've once again used my enamel kit. Can't get enough of it.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Maria and Guernsey.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful. Do you think that's? Oh, I almost thought for a minute that was the transfers, but I think it's your clay. What do you think? Is it your gem art? Is it your?
No, have a look close.
Yes, darling.
Do you mind if I move?
I'm trying. No,
Sorry.
I was trying to figure out. Is it?
I think there's just different coloured resins. Look, and she's just wiggled cocktail stick through.
Yeah. Fantastic. I like that blending there as well.
It does
the
that
rings are
automatically.
fab, aren't they?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Just beautiful. Gorgeous. Good luck for
Very
Wednesday.
nice. This is number 244. Very colourful. This is from Jeanette.
Hi, Jeanette.
This is my 2nd entry to the Wall of Fame. I made the necklace bracelets earrings using coral from one of your bead boxes and rose quartz strand from a bundle. This was the set in one of your jewellery boxes, ready to go to a friend as her gift. Oh, showing somebody a present. To her sister-in-law for her coral wedding anniversary. Ah, love the show. Spend far too much. Keep up the good work. Regards, Jeanette. That is beautiful. So colourful. That's lovely. Right, I do one more.
Yeah.
This is 245. Oh, it's my colours. 245. The sun has eventually come out here in Norfolk, says Claire. Wonder how much longer for? Yes, we all do. This piece was inspired by the sun streaming through the window today and had the yellow agate for some time rather, and hadn't had any inspiration until now. Oh no, the sunshine makes you look at different colours.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Use pearls from a pearl scoop and small shell nuggets with silver wire and balls. Rachel's pieces today were just inspirational, as always. If only I was half as talented. I know the feeling. Hope everyone is well and that the weather stays fine for the next few weeks. Love, Claire.
Ah.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. And this is number 242, lovely simple pearl design, gorgeous Lena in Middlesbrough. And a sterling silver pearl necklace made from silver and peacock baroque pearls, mystic quartz and white quartz and amethyst. Hope it makes it to the Wall of Fame. Love the show and the presenters and the designers with your tips as always. Good luck for Wednesday's prize draw. And thank you, Lena in Middlesbrough, 247. Now, we had some text, but our graphics have gone kaput. Do we know them tomorrow if they're related to Debbie and the resin art, darling, or is there anything you want to ask me in my ear and we can answer it now? Alrighty, we'll have to save those for tomorrow, darling.
That's all right.
Sorry if we haven't read
okay.
them out. But sometimes there's just a problem with getting them on the screen. I don't know what it is.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I shall have a look at them and
Yeah,
answer them.
exactly. And if you do have any in the meantime, please send them in or put them on the Facebook as well,
Yes.
because obviously we'll be able to look between now and tomorrow and read those out for you. Thank you, Debbie. I
Pleasure.
look forward to seeing. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. Look forward to seeing those creations tomorrow. She's got to find somewhere that isn't dusty.
I know.
No chance of that round here. You just sit down for a second and you're covered in a cloud. Rightio, let's just bring you a little extra at the end of the show. We've had two beautiful kits with a lot of gorgeous purple in there, you know, with the amethyst from the Legend kit and the amethyst from that last kit as well. So we had the lovely pendants in the limited edition, I keep wanting to call it Neptune Garden, but it was cocktails. Fruit cocktail, wasn't it? The green and the gold, do you remember? So let's bring you the pink and the purple, something just a little cheeky extra to add to your kits today, because they did feature the lovely purples. And we'll do a cheeky little price slash for the end of the show for you as well. It's been jam-packed today with everything we've been putting into the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll join us tomorrow for part 2 to continue your resin making. But here you've got the banded agate. Look at these. And they're drilled at the top, so you get 2 of each, sometimes 4. I'll take you through them all. 2 centimetres, well, 2.5 centimetres across, 3 centimetres in length, 2 centimetres. So these are 2.5, so you get 2 of those, 2 ovals. And then you get 4 of the lovely rounds, 2 centimetres each. And equally you get 4 of the lovely ovals. There we go. And they're 1.5 by 2 centimetres. And it's your banded purple agate, your beautiful bright pink agate, and there's some lovely, lovely banding in there, isn't there? You can see it there in the style, in the design, when the light goes through them. Very, very distinctive, very, very pretty. So you've got 12 pendants in total. Gorgeous, all those lovely different shapes. Beautiful, all the different shapes there as well. Now it's a 24-hour price slash only. So please get it while it's available. Get it while it's hot, 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 hot. While there's good availability. And just think about those lovely purple gems we've had today. The amethyst, the fluorite, the fun colours we've had with the magnesite as well. The original price, $9.95 for 12. So it's not even working out £1 each for those lovely banded agate pendants. There's your set. 12 in total, 4 of the rounds, 4 of the little mini ovals, 2 of the large rounds and 2 of the large ovals. Price slashing for the finale of the show. $7.95. Now remember, it's 1 P&P all day of $2.95. So that £2 you can put to good use. That's £2 towards the early bird, which was £6. £2 towards that late bird, which was £7. That is 20% reduction off, and it's only for 24 hours only. So come 1 o'clock tomorrow, that offer will rescind, I should say, to $9.95. So we need to be ringing the free phone number now. And the thing is, you can order them with your kit. Those lovely kits we've had today. And if you're not satisfied, you can send them back. If you don't think they're going to work, I think they'd work perfectly. It's just the purple colours in there. And don't forget, if you want to create something similar, you're going to make it out of the resin anyway. Because you've got, I think Debbie said, if you mix the blue and the red, the pinky red together anyway, you've got a lovely sort of purplish blue. So you can make your own little resinous designs as well. They'll never reach the dizzy heights of the EP design, but you can but try. And I would never deter you from that. Do you know what I mean? you can but try and emulate such magnificence, but it could be tough. Now Debbie's making some more candy canes for tomorrow. She's getting ready because remember we've got those clear resins that we want to put some polymer clay into and sandwich in between. She's got the ring resin there, setting the masterpiece, of course, the EP. What can we expect from tomorrow's show, Debbie, my darling?
Okay, we're going to finish off the dichroic glass looking like pendants, the only way I can describe it.
Yeah, to put that coating on.
Put the rings together. We will put the cane I've just put together, I'm going to cut to the size of my chocolate mould, and that'll be a slither then ready to put in and finish that off. We will do something with one of the bezels once I take out the resin that I've
from your texture
set
sheet.
in there.
Lovely. Like that, you've gone for the swirly whirly there. That's nice.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do all sorts of things tomorrow. And there's so many things you can do with these bezels. Sorry, I've just disappeared. Because I meant to show that earlier, actually.
Oh, right.
Don't forget, you can use your druzy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You can set your druzy into these, which looks ever so pretty. Really, really pretty. This is one piece of druzy.
That's lovely. Actually, I like that because it's actually reflecting the silver.
Yes, and it's proud of the resin, so you don't lose the sheen. So yes, you can do all sorts of these things, but I should be showing lots of different techniques and things that you can do.
And for completing our designs that we've done today. I can't touch them, Tommy.
No, can't touch.
You're saying, can I hold them up? I can't. They'll all be blobbing everywhere. And
they will.
Can I ask very briefly, because that's just blobbed over the...
That'd be fine.
Why? How?
Why how?
Why how?
Sorry, child though. Why?
How will that be fine?
You can use sandpaper to sand it back, or scissors just to cut the big bits off. But the
scissors will
just about, it will crack it really.
Yeah.
But you can just sand it down. I shall bring some sandpaper in tomorrow and show you how to do it.
She's made a lovely little, because this is going to go in our silver backs.
Might be able to hold that up.
Is it set a little bit? I wouldn't touch. I wouldn't touch.
That's just in your.
So I'm asking about the blobbage.
Mold.
You see.
And I want to put that into a round.
One of these.
Yes.
I was afraid it might run out, you see, but it looks like it starts to get quite tacky, isn't it?
It's quite warm in here. But don't touch.
Don't touch. I wasn't going to touch. Tommy's saying, pick it up, pick it up. I'm not going to touch.
No.
I'm not going to touch. I'm not going to touch. Marvellous. So that's what we can expect from tomorrow's show. We'll have more of the starter resin kits, obviously. We'll complete the rings, and of course we will bring you the gem art.
Yes.
You already started one there as well.
Yes, I need to add some more to that, but yes.
Just sprinkled it in. Gorgeous. I've seen that used in the pendants as well. Just beautiful, isn't it? Dusting with your gemstones.
It is. It's lovely, and I've done a heart that's in one of the kits tomorrow. It's absolutely beautiful. It's really pretty.
Fabulous. Oh, we're working you hard.
2 days.
2 days on the trot, and she doesn't stop. She's got to get ready for tomorrow as well with the candy canes. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Keep your questions coming as well, and I hope your resins, set perfectly for tomorrow as well. Because remember, we're trying to do it working alongside each other.
That's right.
We'll have more of your Wall of Fames to read out. Who are you with tomorrow? Is it Lucy?
I think it might be Lucy. Yes.
Yeah, Lucy.
So.
With the lovely Lucy tomorrow. It's been a pleasure to be with you. I'm off to the Emerald Isle for a bit of the crack.
I'll have a lovely time.
Oh yeah, I'll be having several Guinnesses, down there on the farm.
Wonderful.
Hard
Wonderful.
life. They say the weather's going to change.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I've got my wellies. I sent them ahead with my dad. Got my wellies. That's all right. At least I can go up the field with the cows. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. It'll start tomorrow with our Debbie. Hope you've enjoyed the show. We've had a blast. It's been great to spend time with you today. Don't forget the live show between 5 and 9 tonight. Bye from me.
Bye.
Take care.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the homepage, where you'll be able to see all the products that have been in today's show. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1p&p. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.